Ladies and gentlemen, now it's Too Late with Alan Mosley.
Yeah! Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another episode of It's Too Late. This is episode 1 of season 5 of It's Too Late.
Wow.
I am your host, Alan Mosley, joined as always by the number one producer in late night. It's Dave Wolomowski. Dave, how are you doing?
To be honest, I'm pretty nervous.
Yeah, you looked like you were underwater there for a second.
Yeah, I think my auto zooms on. I gotta fix that in a minute. But yeah, after the post today that I saw on the platforms from the Alan Mosley show, I'm excited to see how this goes. So
yeah. The excitement dies down usually by the end of the viewer mail, and the existential dread ramps right up to the top. But we're not gonna forget. Dave, this is what we're doing. We're starting off season 5 on the right foot. We're not gonna forget, ladies and gentlemen. June 4th is the date of the 4th annual It's Too Late live show, hosted by yours truly, as well as Dave and Mary of Liberty Late Night at the private Bon Aqua Computer Club in Bon Aqua, Tennessee. But you got to get your tickets. I think the link is down there in the show notes, but otherwise you can click on the link that our mod Aaron has in the chat. Yeah. Click on the link. You buy your. You know what? Really, if you're a rotund, if you're a husky gentleman, buy 2 tickets. Oh, because I mean, you know how the chairs are. They're kind of.
Yeah, I feel like you're talking to me.
That's not true, because we have chairs. Am I right?
Yeah.
We can't afford chairs. It's just standing. It's just standing room only. Yeah,
all day, standing all day.
But you know what? You probably take up more space standing. So buy 3 tickets.
Yeah.
You know,
square footage is what we're estimating.
Yeah. Well, volume. Now, boy, we've guaranteed everyone's going to show up now. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice President Kamala Harris is back in the news. Do we have a picture of Kamala Harris?
Oh, yeah. We got this one. That's her.
Yeah, this one, singular. It's the same one. But Officer Harris decided to wax philosophical about the passage of time and our nation's children. Have a look.
The governor and we were all doing a tour of the library here and talking about the significance of the passage of time. Right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
Didn't catch a word of that. Did you get it?
Significance of the passage of time.
Yes.
But
you know, the older I get, the less I try to think about the passage of time.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah, all right. I meant that segment to be, haha, look at this dumb bitch, but it turned into an existential crisis.
We do that a lot.
Yeah, all right. In other news, we're on to another week of the confirmation hearings for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. I wanted to make sure I said that right, because people are going to call me racist if I don't pronounce the name right. You know what I'm saying? Being nominated for the Supreme Court vacancy left by Justice Stephen Breyer. Do we have a picture of Ketanji Brown Jackson?
Oh, here we go. Wait.
Man.
Is that like a campaign thing?
Oh, Dave, how could you? How could you do this? It was Dave, everyone, who put that graphic together. Yeah, Dave made that graphic and said, Alan, use this on the show. And I said, I don't know, Dave. But here we are. Jackson raised some eyebrows when asked her definition of the word woman. Oh. Take a look at this.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
I'm not a biologist, Dave. I can't give you a definition of the word woman.
That sounds problematic.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say the damn thing. She's the one that said it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Anna Kay has been telling me that she wants another cat. So I went to the pet store to get a kitten, and I came back with, a dragon lizard, because I'm not a biologist. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
You can't identify those by sight.
Yeah. I was hearing recently that it would be harder for you to get by if you couldn't hear as opposed to couldn't see. Someone was trying to make the argument to me that humans have evolved to structurally value the sound more than sight. And I totally disagreed with that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. But the interesting point that I've seen a lot of people making is that, of course, like I was going to say let's call it a spade, but I think that's a racial slur, so I probably shouldn't use that. Let's call a black
shovel,
female
right?
Supreme Court nominee a black female Supreme Court nominee.
Okay.
You know full well that the Biden administration specifically said they were going to find a woman of color to nominate for the Supreme Court. But if she can't identify for us what a woman is, then how can we believe that a woman of color has been nominated to the Supreme Court?
Got him. Yeah.
Boy, we've toppled the state tonight, haven't we, Dave?
Yeah. Did
We're
we end
gonna-
the bed? Is this what it feels like?
Yeah, this is it. We're going to live in a free society tomorrow. All right.
Kind of nice.
And finally, sad news tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Sad to report this evening that former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright has died of cancer at the age of 84. Do we have a picture of Madeleine Albright?
Oh. Let me see here.
Yeah, there she is. Fucking bitch. Wow. All right. So anyway, Albright is being remembered as a groundbreaking Secretary of State and a feminist icon, as seen here in the USA Today. Take a look at this article right here. Madeleine Albright, groundbreaking Secretary of State and feminist icon.
Oh yeah.
Dead at 84.
Labeled it right there.
If that wasn't evidence that we should march all the feminists into the sea, I don't know what is. But all right. So anyway. In her profile for Women of the Century, it said, quote, Albright found her voice, and once she did, she wasn't going to shut up. It's women, am I right? Speaking of not shutting up, listen here to Albright's most famous quote.
We have heard that 500,000 children have died. I mean, that's more children than died in Hiroshima. And you know, is the price worth it?
I think this is a very hard choice, but we think the price is worth it.
It's worth it, Dave. Yeah.
Got to break a few eggs.
Yeah. You know, I gotta say, like, if you're gonna be a blood-soaked war criminal, like, be a brave blood-soaked war criminal and stand by it. Like, yeah, I thought it was the right thing to do. What of it? I'm a woman and I'm Secretary of State. This has really been an anti-woman monologue, but all right. Real talk for a second, folks. In my defense, all of these women are fucking monsters.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, the only one we don't have in here is Hillary Clinton, but I mean, we might get canceled. We're not trying to get murdered, you know. Like,
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I enjoy my life.
Well, you know, something that I pose to people all the time is that this is the type of rhetoric they always trot out, is like, oh, well, you know, female Secretary of State, oh, woman of color for Supreme Court, oh, woman of color as a vice president. And I'm always like, but that's good to you? Like, you want to be represented by these people that are just objectively incompetent monsters? Like, those are the people, like, you're like, yay, that's me. Like, you know? like okay, like, if you had to do a project back in school and the teacher said, come in to show and tell, and I want you to do a little presentation about someone who represents you from history. Like, you're not going to pick, like, you know, like you're not going to pick, you know, like Gacy or something, right? Like, you're not going to like you're not going to pick Joseph Stalin and say, this is a strong white man who represents me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then I would say to them, like, you don't, like, I don't think you want to hang your hat on that. Like, saying, look, I'm being more well represented. Look at this monster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I'm just
strong leader.
I just want to run it back that while the monologue was honestly fantastic.
Yeah.
We're not being sexist, because they're they're terrible. Like, I'm not saying that there was no woman who could have done those jobs.
They're not necessarily terrible because they're women.
Yeah.
They're just terrible.
They're terrible because they're monsters and women. Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Boy, I can tell you the viewership's just going to be rolling in after this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
This is how we win.
Yeah, it is. Guys, we got a great show for you tonight. We're going to be back with the meme of the week and the viewer mail right after this commercial break. Don't go away. Listen to all those people, Dave.
Yeah.
Actually, you're gonna come June 4th. You actually are gonna hear all those people, and is that gonna energize you, or is that gonna make you like?
Oh no, no, I have not nervous at all.
Like, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to do a show here, and you kind of
everybody shut up.
Yeah, there's that bit from Friends where. Like Ross had this thing where if he was trying to get people to be quiet, he would go like quiet down. You're gonna. I want you to do that. I want on June 4th when we're in the middle of the live show and people laugh. I want you to go, hey. Yeah. Boy, what a great way to lead into tonight's sponsor, guys. If you're interested in CBD gummies, I got to tell you, I've had so many people telling us that they've tried these products and it's working wonders for them, and that's like really exciting. It really is.
Getting a lot of reactions.
Yeah, I'm really happy to hear people getting something a benefit out of what we're. Out of tonight's sponsor. It's Packcrest Botanicals, which you can get at www.packcrestbotanicals.com. They've got, look at all this. Like, I'm sitting here trying to describe to people what they have when I literally have it like over here on my desk. So they've got nighttime gummies that with Delta 8. They've got all manner of different CBD oils to either lift you up, put you down. Yeah. Like can you, Dave? Can you show people? Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Again, not eye drops.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Boy, we'd have to get a really big donation for me to do eye drops of this.
Oh, that'd be rad.
Yeah. All right. What do you mean it would be rad? All right.
I don't know. Just see what happens.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you mean rad, like get a big donation, not rad as in me be blinded for 2 weeks. But.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. But that is packcrestbotanicals.com. Promo code, all one word, it's too late, for 30% off. Can you even... 30% off. Can you imagine that? It's ridiculous. 30. Yeah.
That's not a typo.
Yeah, they're just giving it away.
Basically.
Yeah, like my ex-girlfriend. Hey, Dave.
Yes, Alan.
What time is it?
It's time for Meme of the Week.
When you watch porn and come at the same time as the horse.
Oh my.
What?
Yeah, it's a moment.
Yeah. We've all been there. You know?
Story of my life.
Yeah. Have we though? Don't think for a sec like I know we're going to delete all the problematics and shit. But we do have a bonus meme. Check out the bonus meme. You've heard of Aquaman. Now it's time for Aquamam.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Wow.
Boy, that's a handsome fella right there, I gotta say.
That's a handsome lady.
Yeah, with a big trident, if you know what I mean.
Seriously.
Yeah, you can really spear some. Don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's
Um,
not.
She really worked her balls off for that trophy.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Yeah. Right off.
She said, "You're going to be happy for me, or you can suck my dick."
Wow.
Think we should move on?
Yeah, I think.
All right.
I think
Okay,
we
let's
got
move on.
drilled it done.
Let's answer some viewer mail. What happened to this show? You ever wonder that?
Just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
I really feel like we're coming into our own.
Yeah. Really finding our groove.
Yep.
Yeah.
Andrew Avery writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, can flat earthers ever come around?"
I don't know, man. Feels like you've decided what you want to believe, and you're just.
Yeah. So I know Andrew's trying to have a good time here, but you know us, we don't stand for that punny nonsense. So no, flat earthers can't come around because they're sick individuals who, like, there's a conversation to be had about being open-minded versus being closed-minded. And people think that there's some people like flat earthers think, oh, you're not being open-minded. You should listen to all these things that I think. But, if if your mind is completely open, then all manner of trash can fall in. Like, you can't just let in everything, right?
No.
Yeah. They should be marched into the sea as well with the feminists, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, they'll think that eventually they just fall off the end, but whatever. Ryan Seifert writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, why do we say pair of pants when it's in fact a single garment?" So actually, there's a real answer to that. It's because, of course, you know that pants comes from the old term pantaloons, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the original pantaloons actually were not connected. They actually were two separate sleeves that you would then tie together, like around your waist. So that's why they were a pair of pantaloons then, because they were physically separate. And you just kept the phrase pair of pants because that's what people had been saying.
I have a hard enough time trying to find a pair of socks. I couldn't imagine trying to find like a left leg and a right leg in the drawer of pantaloons.
Yeah. Well,
what a pain.
I feel like back in the day people wore pants less just in general.
Oh.
I don't know. Aaron Armand says, "Get wrecked, Ryan." That's
Hope that helps.
Aaron, you're dissuading people from being a part of the show. Now be personable. Now come on. Brian Johnson writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, what would be the worst buy one get one free sale of all time?" Casket.
Amputations.
Ooh.
And you don't have the choice in the matter. Like if you need an amputation, you got to take the bonus one.
Oh well, if we're gonna go that route, then circumcision.
Whoa, double circumcision. Can you share it with a friend, or do you have to get it done twice?
Yeah, I think this show is already so jammed full of things that are going to get us canceled. I don't think we can add any more off the cuff.
All right, yeah.
Off the cuff.
Yeah.
All right.
A couple snips.
Aaron Kentner writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, why do you feel more exhausted after a vacation than you did before?" Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You know how that is? Like,
I know how it is.
Yeah. Well, it's because I think for a lot of people that go on vacation is that they have a lot of stuff planned. And so like you've got this itinerary of things that you want to do before the vacation's over. So you're really being more active. Like you think vacation as restful, but it's not restful. You're actually being more active on vacation.
Yeah,
and
then
travel,
packing, unpacking, traveling.
Yeah. Travel, buy one get ones. It's just
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I like to get those out of town.
Yeah. But if you go on a vacation, I mean, you'll never have a vacation ever again for the rest of your life because you have a bunch of kids, so it's over for you. But I mean, yeah.
It's another chore.
All right.
So they can complain the whole time.
Remember that angry react you got earlier today, Dave? All right. Carl Huber writes, Dear Alan and Dave, where in the nursery rhyme does it say Humpty Dumpty is an egg?
It doesn't. That dude cracked his head open. And he died. They couldn't fix him.
This is like that. What's that phenomenon? It's the Mandela effect.
The Mandela effect?
Yeah, like everyone remembers Berenstein, but it's not Berenstein, it's Berenstain. So this is like everyone remembers Humpty Dumpty being an egg sitting on the wall, but he never was an egg. It was just one of the guys you trained at work, and he's dead.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, he's dead now. Couldn't put his crown back together.
Yeah,
but all the illustrations show him as an egg. That's where everybody gets it from. But I don't understand why the illustrators decided that.
Because the illustrators are stoned off their goddamn mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how else are you going to illustrate children's books? I mean, come on.
Yeah. It's part of the liberal agenda, I think.
Yeah. God, liberals. I would be okay with liberals if they would quit having sex with minors.
Yeah, that's no good.
Boy, you really came down hard on that topic.
Yeah.
Just like they did on those kids. All right. Jeremy. Hold on. Let me help you out, Dave. Oh, I'm not even in the right scene. Fuck it.
Oh.
What? All that time we spent setting up the buttons and you don't even hit the buttons. Like, why do we even have them? I'm going to delete them. In fact, let's just cut stream. I think we're good. I think we're good for tonight.
Quit while we're ahead.
Jeremy Hale writes, Dear Alan and Dave. Oh, no, it actually just says Dear Dave, so excuse me. Jeremy Hale writes, Dear Dave, have you ever been to Bon Aqua, Tennessee before? Do you have a little place down there?
Oh. Actually, every week. What the heck? There we go. Okay. Yeah. Every week I come down to the studio over here to run the show. And then I head back afterwards.
That's cool. Oh, that's in Bon Aqua.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so it's actually me coming to visit you then, June 4th.
Yeah, yeah. I've had this set up here for a while. Ever since.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mary, now you know where Dave's been when he goes out to return some videotapes.
Yep.
Jonathan Carranza writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what is your favorite part of the Constitution? Dave, do you have a favorite part of the Constitution?
I was trying to think of one, and I mean it's pretty much ineffective. It's pointless. It's like a contract with people who have way more guns than you do. Like they're gonna honor that if it becomes too inconvenient. But I couldn't think of any part of it after that.
My favorite part in the specified enumerated powers is where it says people can have abortions. That's my favorite part.
Oh. They have a special enumerated powers section with that.
Oh, I'm just kidding. That's not actually in there.
Oh.
Yeah. Swear to God, Dave.
I don't know.
I mean, I know you've been drinking, but,
No, just the
right.
one. The second one.
Just the one since the show started. God only knows what was going on before. All right. Marilyn Wilimowski writes, Dear Alan and Dave.
This is important.
I actually have to pull up her other question because she asked a question that had already been asked before. Mm-hmm. She was rebuked already. Would you rather go back in time to see dinosaurs and get eaten by one eventually, or go back in time to go down on the Titanic first class all the way down and then drown? It's kind of dark.
Yeah.
Is everything all right over there?
As far as I know, I don't really listen.
Yeah.
Everything seems okay.
I just want to point out that in whichever one you pick, you die. You see that? Yeah. Yeah, Mary was big mad. That's right. I mean, I guess if I had to pick, I would pick the Titanic, but I ain't gonna drown. I'm gonna throw some kids out that boat and get on one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name's getting off the door?
Yeah. Oh, if I'm on one of the life rafts, I'm actually gonna row over to the door and kick her off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate that.
Yeah, I don't want to get eaten by dinosaurs. I like the first class idea. And even if you go in the water, it's real cold. You'd probably numb up pretty quick. No. It'd probably be a
just like
gentle.
Just like those kids that all right.
Mm.
Justin Campbell writes, Dear Alan and Dave, if hell exists, what are the odds it's only occupied by politicians? I'd say pretty low, because while it's true that all politicians do go to hell, it's also true that all the people that were just following orders also go to hell. And they're not politicians. Yeah. So they're going.
Yeah, all the politicians and a bunch of other people.
Boy, how awkward do you think the first meeting was between Albright and Osama bin Laden this afternoon? Yeah, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they found some common ground. Maybe they had a nice discussion, got to know each other a little bit, and you know how it goes.
I saw someone had a meme. I almost used it as the meme of the week, but someone had a meme that was talking about the 500,000 dead Iraqi children, and that it was like a meme of the Doom guy. So like they're in hell saying, "Where's Madeleine Albright?" Because they're like looking for her. But I was like, but that implies that they're all in hell. Why did the kids go? That's not. I feel like the meme didn't work. Like, why are the kids in hell? Like, she's in hell, but why are
Probably because they're Muslim. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. But thank you for touching on the one protected class we didn't already have. All right, yeah.
I want to get all of our bases covered here.
Yeah.
We're going down.
Yeah. Clay Davis writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what special meal, dessert, or dish did your mom always prepare for you on your birthday? Well, that's a wholesome question right there.
It really is.
We really needed that. Dave, do you have like a special dessert, meal, dish that your mom always made for you?
Yeah, I don't remember my childhood.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Clay, the answer is my mom always made yellow cake with chocolate icing.
Yeah, that's the best.
Like all my friends from school were like, let's go to Dairy Queen and get like an Oreo ice cream cake. And and my mom was like, we ain't got no money. We're not gonna go out and buy things. But I, being a good mother, will make you a yellow cake with chocolate icing. And she did. And I would eat whatever was left over when Mom and Dad were finished.
I read the comments. You have to go back, but it's fine.
Wait, is there something going on that I should know about?
It's problematic.
Okay.
The next comment is, Aaron, please delete that. I should not have said that.
Okay, well, tell me during the commercial break.
Okay.
You guys be nice. This is season 5, episode 1. Now come on. Yeah. All right.
Starting on a high note.
Yeah. Eric Eli writes, Dear Alan and Dave, who was the best Batman? Ooh.
Oh.
Who was the best Batman, do you think?
Wow, his name just Mary knows his name. She'll say it in the chat. It just dropped out of my mind. It's the 80s, 90s Batman.
Michael Keaton?
Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
That's my Batman. I was obsessed with that Batman when I was a kid.
You're obsessed with Michael Keaton.
The whole movie. I was obsessed with the soundtrack. I love Prince. I'm like, this is great. The director, how it was set. I loved it.
Okay. Actually, he was a good Batman though, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, is that I feel like a lot of people just sort of skip over him because they think like if you're gonna, because the people who like Batman fall into two different camps. There's like a modern chic Batman and then a classic Batman. And when they think classic Batman, they're thinking like,
yeah,
West,
like
Adam West. And then if they're thinking a chic modern Batman, they're thinking like Christian Bale, right? Like, or somebody like that. And so Michael Keaton's like just sort of there in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. Love that. He was intimidating.
So was he your favorite Batman, or is that just your favorite Batman movie?
No, he's my favorite Batman too.
Okay. All right.
I've seen some of the other ones, but it's like I've only seen him once. I don't remember much about him.
Yeah.
I haven't been keeping up.
Yeah. So I know it's going to be a controversial one. I think the Nolan Batman movies are the best Batman movies, but Christian Bale's not the best Batman. If anything, I think he was the one of the weakest links of the Christopher Nolan movies was Christian Bale. So I look forward to all your hate mail. Mm-hmm. Tim Weissong writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what are you supposed to do with the extra buttons you get with new shirts? Collect them? Trade them? Folk art? Question mark. What do you do with the extra buttons, Dave?
Well, don't they usually just they sew them onto the shirt, right? Oh yeah, I got a couple right here. I just keep them on the shirt for safekeeping.
I think with sometimes with clothes they have like a little bitty plastic baggie that has buttons in them.
Those are probably the fancy ones. It's probably like
Yeah.
a Sears special on mine.
Do y'all still have a Sears?
No, actually it closed. I still have a Sears card though. I don't know what to do with that. I think they turned it into a regular credit card.
Oh.
Yeah, you could use it at Kmart or Sears. So useless.
You should this is what you should do. You should use the Sears card and go to my PayPal and just like put in the max amount and see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens.
Yeah, just see what happens. All right. I just saw someone say George Clooney, and I know that they're still debating Batmans, but literally no one thinks George Clooney was the best Batman. Literally no one.
He was a Batman?
Yeah.
I must have missed that one.
Because there was Val Kilmer, remember? And then there was
Yes.
George Clooney. And George Clooney was in the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and... Remember? Uma Thurman. There was Mr. Freeze and...
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I remember those. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The inflection.
All right. Well, speaking of bad, boy, y'all are going to be in for a treat in the next segment. We're going to be back to talk about the story of Will Thomas, the deranged man who beats women for sport, right after this commercial break. Go away. Your ad could be playing right now, reaching thousands of potential customers. Sadly, it's not, but it could be. Find out how to be an advertised sponsor for It's Too Late with Alan Mosley. Email us at info@alanmosley.tv. Welcome back to the show, everybody. All right, so just in case anyone was wondering what happened in that last segment, it was the 72 virgins comment. There's a lot of reasons why this episode might be the one that gets us canceled, but I bet that won't be it. So and just in case you were worried that like if this is the last show you ever see from us and tomorrow all of those accounts are gone and you're like, "Oh no, it was me." No. Don't blame yourself.
Yeah.
Blame Dave for his Aunt Jemima graphic. That was the one that did it.
Hey, I was just following orders.
All right. I love callbacks. Do you like callbacks?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, boy, everybody's talking about this. Will goes by the name of Leah Thomas stuff, aren't they? Like, Jesus Christ, it's the only thing in the news.
That blew up on Twitter too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, and it's like, I know that the tinfoil hat people out there are like, you know why this is all over the news, of course, is because there's some other shit going on that they're getting ready to sweep right under the rug, and they want you distracted with this. But and that may very well be true, but I really I'm not worried so much about it being a distraction because I think it's something that should be discussed. And I got to tell you, so first of all, we're gonna talk about a little bit about Will Thomas. Do we have a picture of Will Thomas? Yeah, there he is right there.
Oh, yeah, looks like a swimmer.
Goofy looking guy right there. So let me tell you something about Will Thomas. That guy right there was the 462nd ranked male swimmer in the NCAA.
They keep track to that point?
I mean, they do in like tennis and stuff.
Wow.
So I guess they, those alternate sports, like the sports for people that are kind of gay, but anyway. But he rose to the rank of number 1 miraculously with this one weird trick. Women hate him. So only in clown world. Boy, we've been living in clown world now for a while, it feels like. For at least for a long time, I know, definitely for a couple of years, but even longer than that, really. But only in clown world is the statement, men are born with penises, women are born with vaginas. Only in clown world is that a controversial statement that I just read, right? But even in clown world, it still poses some problems, such as when the wrong genitals get flashed in the locker room. Why don't you take a look at this right here? This article from the Daily Mail that says, exclusive, we're uncomfortable in our own locker room. Leah Thomas's UPenn teammate tells how the trans swimmer doesn't always cover up, look at the headline, her male genitals when changing, and their concerns go ignored by their coach. One of Leah Thomas's teammates tells the Daily Mail they feel uncomfortable sharing a locker room with the transgender swimmer. It's definitely awkward because Leah still has male body parts. Yeah, imagine that. A man still has male body parts. It's fucking out of this world, right? Here's a good one. Did you know that he's still attracted to women?
Oh.
Yeah. So that's a topic of discussion amongst Will,
the women,
aka Leah, and the other members of the team, is that he still wants to date women. And I mean, perhaps use his penis on them. I don't know. But
how does that work?
I mean, basically the same way as it would for you or me, but not be mentally ill. It's the same, it's the same thing. The swimmer said that multiple teammates have raised their concerns with their coach trying to get Thomas ousted from the female locker room, and they were told basically, we could not ostracize Leah by not having her in the locker room, and that there's nothing we can do about it. The teammates also added Thomas appears to enjoy all the attention and said it affects the team more than it does her. Thomas previously competed on the men's team, by the way. So I think she's a senior. I think she's a senior. So she's competed the last few years on the men's team before transitioning in 2019. Boy, I tell you what. So what really brought it all to head was the fact that the NCAA tournament is here. Of course, I mean, I know the basketball tournament's here, but the swimming finals are here as well. And so they're having the championships. And of course, you'll be shocked to learn that a male swimmer did indeed have fast enough times to qualify for the females championship races. I think she definitely won one or two. I think she placed 5th in another one. There was actually a little bit of conjecture on whether or not he purposely held back in order to not totally blow the records out of the water, because that would sort of bring more stigma. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were talking about some of the Olympic female swimmers. Their names escape me at the moment. I don't have ESPN pulled up. But they were talking about some of the records that are held by some of the ladies who are gold medal winners in the Olympics. Mm-hmm. And they were saying, I think it would bring more negative attention if Will beat their records by 10 seconds or something ridiculous. Because it would be wow, how did this girl just totally destroy these Olympic world records, y'all? Well,
wow.
There certainly is a way that he managed to pull it off. And a lot has been made about the fact that there's not a lot of people who have been brave enough to stand up and speak out about this sort of thing. I want you to take a look at this next one right here. Check out this article from the New York Post featuring I'm terrible with names. Rika Georgi. Imagine the last 4 letters of your last name being Orgy. Am I right?
It's Guy Orgy.
Rika Georgi. So just really quick before you kill that picture. So we're sure that it's Thomas that's the tranny, right? All right. So anyway, so I wanna bring attention to a little bit of this article right here. So she's from Virginia Tech, and she had written a letter to the NCAA saying that she wanted to have the rules changed because they have rules for whether or not a transgender participant can compete in the races. And they have all these different benchmarks for their transition, for the amount of testosterone levels that are in their bloodstream, and all this and all this crap. But Rika goes on to say, it doesn't promote our sport in a good way, and I think it's disrespectful against the biologically female swimmers who are competing in the NCAA. Biologically female swimmers. So women.
Women.
Yeah, women is what she's referring to, which is something Will Thomas isn't. So she goes on in her letter to say, and I hate to be so judgmental of this girl because I know that she's feeling slighted because she was the first position out of the final. In her mind, a position she would have been in the final race, but she didn't get to be because one of the positions was taken by a man. And so, because she feels slighted by this, she said, I'd like to point out that I respect and fully stand with Leah Thomas. I am convinced she is no different than me or any other D1 swimmer who has woken up at 5 a.m. her entire life for morning practice. On the other hand, I would like to critique the NCAA rules that allow her to compete against us who are biologically women. That's not good enough. I hate to come off as being judgmental towards her.
Yeah.
But that's not good enough. And I'll tell you 2 reasons why. So first of all, by giving this mealy-mouthed introduction of, hashtag I stand with Leah, comma, but that's not good enough because she's not a woman, she's a man. It would have made for a more profound line in the sand if she had said, that man with a cock and balls is in the pool. None of us should be racing. Let's just wait for her to do his fucking laps and then we'll do our race. If she had said that, she would have gotten stronger support. But what she did instead is she was trying to have her cake and eat it too. Now I know that these girls are scared. I know that these girls are thinking to themselves, if I stand up and say something, then I'm going to be labeled. They're going to call them every name in the book, right? You're going to be a right-wing conspiracy theorist. You're going to be a transphobe. And there was actually a point that she makes later in the article that they said, an anonymous female swimmer said, we're thinking about our careers after college. Most of these girls, even the really high level swimmers, they're not going to be Olympians. Most of them are going to finish college and their athletic careers will be over, and then they'll be in the real world. And they're saying to themselves, I'm afraid that if I stand up and say something, then I'm going to be at a job interview 2 years from now, and my employer is going to Google me, and they're going to say, oh, you're transphobic. You were a part of this movement to oust this poor girl from the swimming competition. And I sympathize with that, right? I mean, Dave and I definitely sympathize with this because after this episode, we're fucked. It's over. We'll never work in this town again. So I definitely get the concept of worrying about one's best interest when deciding whether or not you're willing to take a stand on something. But what I think was so terrible about her statement is in her mind, she's trying to take a stand, but also trying to signal that, oh, no, but I'm supportive, you guys. I'm totally supportive of Leah. I just don't think this is right. Let me ask you this question. Do you think the people, and I use people really loosely here, do you think the people who are comfortable, nay, supportive and happy with men racing against women and calling themselves women, do you think the people that are genuinely happy about that are going to be kind and considerate to Rika Georgi for her statement? Do you think that they're going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say, well, come on, you guys, she said that she was supportive of Leah. She just has a different opinion. Do our political rivals ever argue in good faith? Ever? No. So you can't go to bat against these people with that kind of verbiage. You have to come out swinging 100%. And there was one thing I wanted to kind of end on before we run out of time here. So you know that parable about the emperor's new clothes? Like the whole story about how the two swindlers were convincing the vain emperor that they could make him clothes that fools couldn't see, and then how everybody went along with it because, you know, they thought they didn't want to be called fools. They didn't want to be the fool. Yeah. And then finally at the end of the story, because the emperor's naked, right? And so finally at the end of the story, you know, a child shouts out, "The emperor has no clothes," you know, and it's kind of like the whole thing comes crashing down. So there's all this debate between these different organizations. There's like U.S. Swimming, there's like civil rights groups, there's the NCAA, and the conversation is how to judge who should compete in what categories. Well, I have the answer. For the people who want to compete in the women's categories, how about this? You don't get to race against women if the emperor has no ovaries. Boy, look at that picture. Doesn't that picture, like, say it all? Yeah. I love that picture because there's so many people who I feel like are being harsh. I feel like they're being harsh to the other girls who are saying, you went along with it, therefore you're complicit. And a lot of people think that most of the other girls are okay with what's happening. Does that picture make it look like you think they're okay with it? I don't think so. I do want to say, just as a quick aside, boy, the girl from Texas really goes all in on being from Texas, doesn't she?
Yeah, she really leaned in on it.
Yeah, pull that picture back up. Like, even if I hid the logos, I would say, which one of these swimmers represents Texas?
The whole identity there.
You know, and I know that there's going to be people out there that are going to say, "Oh, well, you're being insensitive," and I just have to say, the people who go along with this crap, the people who think that folks like us are being insensitive, by and large, I find them to be, they trend young, they don't have kids. They themselves don't have children. They don't have daughters of their own that they're looking out for and wanting the best for. And I raise those questions to parents because these collegiate swimmers, they're grown women. They're grown women, but they're young women. So they're 19, 20, 21, 22 years old. You have a daughter, Dave. Yeah. This man is changing in their locker room and letting his dong hang out. Would you be happy if you found out that was going on in your daughter's locker room?
No, that would upset me.
Yeah, you wouldn't feel too good about it. No. I'm willing to bet. See, this is God, what a time to be alive. This is one of the symptoms of clown world, that there can be things like this, and I have a strong inkling that the overwhelming majority of people are against this madness. And yet somehow the overwhelming majority of people are afraid to speak up. Isn't that weird? Like, that's a strange phenomenon.
That's weird.
Yeah. And I know it's not just isolated to this, but we've talked about this topic on the show before, but I felt like we needed to talk about it again because it's There was a South Park episode like a few years ago where they were talking about, so this man who says he's a woman then enters like into a woman's competition and he just destroys all the women, like, you know.
I think it was like Randy Savage or something.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous. And what was so funny about it, I mean, that's what makes like classic South Park so good, is that the joke that they're telling years ago has totally become real life today. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. So something I want to end on this. When we last talked about this topic, what I did a whole monologue on was, how can we fix this? How can we make this madness end? And my conclusion is that Dave, I don't think you and I can do it.
No.
I don't think you and I standing up on our pulpit and saying, this is wrong, this shouldn't be happening, I don't think it would make a damn bit of difference. The women have got to do it. Women, not deranged men in women's locker rooms, but women, the emperors with ovaries, they're going to have to be the ones who have to stand up and say, we are not going to accept this in our spaces anymore. Those are the true feminists. The feminists are not laughing about 500,000 dead Iraqi babies. The real feminists are supposed to be the ones that say, this is a woman's space, and we don't want men invading it. Well, I know the Babylon Bee got suspended from Twitter from this, but I don't know if that's going to happen to us or not. But I got breaking news for you. Will Thomas is a man.
Oh.
Will Thomas is a man. Fact check that, motherfucker. Will Thomas is a man. Yeah. Thanks, Aaron. You really nailed it. What protected classes did we not talk about tonight? Oh, we didn't talk about Jews. Yeah.
Wow.
We went the whole show without talking about the murderers of Jesus.
There we go.
Okay. Guys, we're going to be back to wrap up the show right after this commercial break. Don't go away. If you're enjoying tonight's show, consider supporting the program by becoming a member of our Patreon. That's over at patreon.com/Alan Mosley. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/Alan Mosley TV. You can follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/Alan Mosley TV. Subscribe to our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/Alan Mosley TV. Also, don't forget, we're now on Odyssey. It's odyssey.com. You can search It's Too Late with Alan Mosley or Alan Mosley TV. If you're more of a listener than a watcher, you get us on your favorite podcasting platform of choice thanks to Anchor FM. That's anchor.fm/Alan Mosley TV. So, we're kind of, Dave, you and I are kind of busy during the show because we got all this programming and stuff to do. So I don't have a lot of time to look over here at my monitor at like chat and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I pulled up I pulled up Twitch just now, and I noticed there's like 100 different comments that have been auto-modded that we have to.
Oh, really?
Best just move on, I think.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Yeah. Boy. Dave, do you have a final thought?
I feel like I'm kind of a slow learner here, but at this point, I'm pretty sure you're trying to get me fired, so I'll just be just as motivated as you to make money for the show.
Yeah.
Kind of scares me.
Well, okay. So, first of all, soft yes. But let me leave you with something inspirational though. Like, you're familiar with Sun Tzu, right? Famous strategist Sun Tzu. So Sun Tzu had this quote where if you're in a desperate situation, you should purposely throw your soldiers into positions where there's no escape, because they will prefer death to flight. If they can't run away, they'll fight, right? So if you have to get your soldiers to fight, you purposely put them in a position where they have no other option. It's because if they can face death, then there's nothing they can't achieve. So I just want you to know that that's kind of how I view your professional prospects.
Okay.
Is I'm forcing you.
You want me to do my best?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm forcing you to lose your job, and then that way you'll be guns blazing on the success of the program. There you go.
All right. Yeah, that's a pretty good strategy.
Yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page about that. God, are we doing It's Way Too Late after this?
Oh yeah, we forgot to remind anybody.
I saw
we can hang out for a little bit.
I saw that there was a whole bunch of notifications on Twitter, and I feel like we're probably already banned over there.
Well, we're still getting comments.
No, on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing we're still on Twitch too, by the way.
Oh, this stream's on Twitter.
Yeah, we're everywhere. Or nowhere after tonight, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I heard they got banned. From where? Everywhere.
Yeah.
All at once. It was like Alex Jones.
I'm just glad everyone could be a part of it. Next
I
week,
think we had a moment.
yeah. Next week we got an awesome guest. Scott Horton. With the Scott Horton Show and Libertarian Institute. It's going to be on It's Too Late
He's
next
a delight.
week. Yeah. I'm going to ask him what his favorite color is.
Yeah.
Got-
I missed that one.
Guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of It's Too Late. Stick around after the show to see It's Way Too Late. But otherwise, we will see you next week. I have to wait until the credits roll, and I gotta go change clothes in like 3 minutes. Yeah.
I gotta figure out how to operate that Indeed site.
Oh, so what, you think Monday we should just play games?
Yeah, let's figure something out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have my kid teach me how to like load up Minecraft or something.
Oh. Ooh,
Start that.
are we doing Minecraft on Monday?
I don't know.
All right.
It depends on how hard it is to link up.
All right. So, soft Minecraft. If it's too hard, we'll just do Vermintide again.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's way too late with Alan and Dave.
Wait, hold on. Whoa!
Oh, what did you
We
do?
didn't turn the bumper music off. Just go through here and turn everything off real quick, including the stream. Just go ahead and turn that off too.
Just might as well kill that.
Boy, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to It's Way Too Late. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. What'd you think, Dave? You think it was a good show?
Yeah, I hope nobody watches it.
Oh, is that how it is?
I mean, as long as it's friends can watch it. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I see how it is. I hope people get that. Like, I feel like the show has evolved to a place where like every week the monologue is like Weekend Update, and then Desk One is like Craig Ferguson, and then the final segment is like the gold standard. And then in the finale, we try to justify the things we had done.
Oh yeah, kind of bring it all together.
Yeah.
And explain ourselves.
Yeah. I gotta get caught up on all these comments. Like there was apparently
they were saying you should read through the auto modded ones during this just to see what we missed.
I don't know how far it'll let me scroll up is the problem. Yeah. It'll only let me scroll up to a little ways back, Yeah,
I got to open up Twitch. I was afraid to open up during the show.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn it.
I really just wanted to just read some of the comments in general. So first of all, it's just a wall of problematic emotes. We got that going on.
Yeah. There are so many thoughts on Twitch, man.
Ryan says my favorite part of the Constitution is free abortions. That's nice.
Oh yeah, because you brought that up.
Please, comma says it's right next to the part where it says only whites can vote. Important part. Keith McQuarrie says too late. It's stick shitter. I love the emotes. You got to go on. If you're not watching on Twitch, you're missing out.
Yeah, I swear we're at like at least 99% Twitch. Like I see like a random YouTube comment.
Yeah.
I don't see any Facebook comments, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Incredible job, guys.
Yeah, fuck Facebook anyway.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Fuck Facebook.
Apparently people were saying that someone had said something in the chat that was going to be uber problematic. And apparently what it was something to do with the Iraqi kids that they're the 72 virgins. And
yeah, you were like, no big deal.
Yeah. But as we say all the time, it's a very nuanced conversation. The question you got to ask yourself is, but was she hot?
Oh, I did the arms backwards.
Oh, you did do the arms backwards. God, what a boomer. Yeah. Harpoon says, we taking wagers on when the ban hammer drops? Please, commas now asking the mod to delete his comment. Too late, buddy. The internet's forever.
Yeah, you should also after this check your notifications and see how we're doing.
Yeah. Well, did I tell you that we got hit on YouTube the other day? Did I tell you about that?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find that. That was the weirdest. It was the weirdest fucking thing. We got hit by a copyright strike on YouTube, and it was after a manual review. So it wasn't the auto flag. Someone at YouTube actually sat down and watched It's Too Late from I guess the episode from not last week, the week before. So like episode 199.
That's terrifying.
And they said that we got a strike because we remember when we used a clip from Stephen Colbert saying something fucking retarded and we made fun of him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But listen to this. It says that the video is not blocked. It's only blocked in certain territories, and then it has a list of the blocked countries, the countries where you can't watch the show. Is it all over? It's only one country, and it's Japan.
Oh.
Does that make any sense?
So it's not even a copyright thing. That seems like a censorship thing.
So someone from YouTube watched the show, said that there's copyrighted content from Stephen Colbert, and it's blocked in Japan.
That makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. That's
Yeah. It always scares me to think that people watch like our show LLN afterwards.
yeah.
Like get like a comment like a week later, and it's like, holy shit, people are sitting there watching this.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad enough at the moment, at the time.
Celeste said, all to Alan's mama making him cake, not the Epsteinish comment. Well, now I don't remember what the Epsteinish comment was.
Oh.
We said a lot tonight.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it'll be in the court transcripts.
Yeah. Jamie says comments turned off, ? No, they're not turned off. And now you know.
And knowing's half the battle.
Then we're into a big section where everyone's arguing about Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip that. Aaron wants to know, did the left cancel the kid from Kindergarten Cop? What?
That's where that line came from, where he walks right up to Arnold Schwarzenegger and he's like, boys have a penis and girls have a vagina.
Yeah. I like that Please Comma understood some of the like little insider jokes that I had in the show. Because he said, like, when genitals get flashed, take a look at this picture right here. I don't know how. See, sometimes I don't know. From a comedy standpoint, there's kind of a conversation of how much, like, how subtle or how on the nose do you want to say and do things, and do you think the audience gets it or not? What are you doing over there?
Oh, I was just seeing if I could bring the chat up for you.
Oh,
I was trying to be proactive.
It's right here. But it's not right though,
okay.
because we actually have more subscribers than that. Check this out.
We better update that shit.
We actually have
You've got to be kidding me.
We actually have an open emote slot. We gotta come up with another emote. Let me ask you guys this since I have you here.
Yeah.
So the whole point of the emotes is they're supposed to kind of be relevant to the program, right? So we've got It's Too Late, we've got Tech Difficulties, we've got Dick Shitter, we've got Okay. We don't have one for euthanasia.com. But it's like, but how do you make an emote for euthanasia.com? And so I thought about just getting like just a head of an Asian kid.
A Asian youth.
Yeah, so then people would know that was euthanasia. Was the picture of a little Asian kid was euthanasia. And then my question was, do you think people will get that, or do people think that I'm being racist, or do you think people think I'm a pedophile, or a little bit of all of them?
Yeah, I mean our crew would know.
Yeah,
but outside of that, it would make no sense whatsoever.
All right, you don't make any sense with it. All right,
damn right I don't.
I think we should just play Vermintide 2 on Monday. That shit was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see they're coming out with a Ghostbusters game?
No, I did not.
They're coming out with a new Ghostbusters game where like it's gonna be like a 4-person co-op game, kind of like Vermintide, where you're the Ghostbusters and like you go into places and
zap some ghosts
and stuff. Yeah,
that would actually be a lot of fun, because I always remember watching the movies and like you have to like line them up with the little trap and catch them in the trap. I think that'd be a lot of fun with today's game graphics and stuff.
I just caught up to the comment where Swole Keasley says he must tuck the penis into butt crack. LOL gay. Oh God! I see. Ryan's something of a biologist himself. All right. Everyone really enjoyed Guy Orgy, by the way. Rika Guy Orgy. That's that.
Oh, did they?
That chick's name. Yeah.
That's how I read it. Like when I saw the notes there.
So they're opining if girls can go on to have successful late night shows. That's not because they can't because women aren't funny. So
Oh, that's true.
You're not
That is
not
true.
gonna have a female late night show host be any good because women aren't funny.
Yeah. There's a rare exception, but mostly, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I can't think of one.
Yeah. Um. Aaron, I'm sorry, I got to rebuke Aaron. I don't know if he's still here. Because
Yeah,
we were talking about, get him. No, we were talking about that swimmer from Texas, and he said it isn't bigotry to hate on UT. It's right. So Texas is not UT. UT's in Knoxville, my friend. You dumb son of a bitch. You fucking goddamn fucker. You crossed the line.
It's still all right. Right?
Yeah.
No? Oh, over the line.
Yeah. Yeah. UT is in Knoxville. Texas is in Texas. I don't understand. I don't understand the comment, but Gear Up 75 said, quote, "I would wear the strap-on titties to be able to kill."
Man, I love that shit out of context.
That's the whole comment. There's no prior and no follow-up.
I'm trying to think where that would fit in at that point in the show, because I know you're in, what is that, like desk 3? Is that right? Yeah. No, desk 2.
Desk 2. Yeah.
At what point were women allowed to kill? But by itself, it's great.
Yeah. Just we'll just move on from that one. Oh, excuse me. He also said kill Whitey, so there's also that.
Yeah. What's funny is out of all the comments that got auto modded, that one slipped right through. Like,
yeah,
no problem.
Yeah, yeah. I had to allow the term motherfucker because it got hit by auto mod, but you can say mother space fucker, but you can't say
one word.
Motherfucker is one word. Yeah. Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Nightmare says, "I love you guys. It's been real. I'll pour one out for the show." So, that's nice. I'm glad we'll be missed. Aaron said this was a short episode. No, it wasn't. It was like right at an hour.
Oh yeah, it was. I was getting nervous because I'm like, wow, we're at the end of the desk 2. I'm like, we got like 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
But you made it. You made it happen. You're a true professional.
Thank you. I do try. And then apparently Sean Hatchie was going to come watch the show, and he turned it on during the credits. Oh, I see. Oh, you have a friend.
Yeah, here he is.
That is one hairy pussy right there.
Say hi, Cooters. Say hi, Cooters. Okay.
What's his name?
Simon.
What were you calling him just then?
Kidders.
Oh, I thought you were saying Cooters, and it was a little weird.
I forgot his name when we thought he was a girl. He kind of transitioned too.
Oh.
Yeah, we kind of I don't know. It's complicated. Oh, I'm still on here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the camera's on you while you're talking about animal mutilation. Yeah. What'd you do to Simon?
No, we thought that he was a girl when he first came into the house, because we set up a litter box for him.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, the kids are attached now. I can't leave it out on the porch because it's gonna get hit by a car. So I let it in, and he ran over and went to the litter box and squatted and peed. And I'm like, oh, it's a girl. Like, I didn't see anything. Cece, yeah, that was the name. And then so I took Cece to the vet, and it's a girl. We gotta check it for for a chip. I think we were checking for a chip to see if it was chipped or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, Cece's a boy. So yeah, no, it's Simon.
And
Cece was neutered.
was name Cece, or does the CC stand for something?
No, it's just Cece.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know, the kids came up with it.
It's not Chelsea Clinton.
Oh. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
All right.
I swear, no.
Okay. All right. Jesus. You're the one that named your cat Chelsea Clinton, not me. God. You know, it's been 3 weeks now since we got any Patreon subscribers or donations on PayPal. Next week will be a month.
I'm pretty sure like everybody watching right now is already doing something, but it's like it's those deadbeats out there watching it afterwards. You know, the
overwhelming majority of people who do watch it afterwards. Like the live show's the best. The live show's the best.
Yeah, it's most fun.
But the overwhelming majority of clicks and listens that we get are after tonight. Yeah.
So how can we pressure them? Because doing it directly right here, it's it's like, explain yourself. Why aren't you supporting the show?
Yeah.
But it's like they can't comment. They can comment, but they can just ghost through.
Yeah. Yeah. So Please Comma says, that's not true. You had 19 Twitchers on Monday. Yeah, I literally just said we haven't gotten a Patreon sub or PayPal donation in 3 weeks. And your answer is, nuh-uh, you got more on Twitch. That wasn't...
Or is he trying to say that not everybody...
No, what he's saying is Aaron timed me out. That's what he's saying. He said specifically, Aaron timed me out. That's what he said.
In so many words.
Yeah. I went to a little social gathering last weekend, and there was a chick there who talked for like an hour about how she thinks that there's trans people everywhere, like that there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, we talked about
we talked about that on Monday, and it was funny that
terrifying.
It was funny that came up in conversation, because I was like, fuck, that's what we're doing on the show this week. Is we're
like I wasn't listening. Boss makes the rules.
He was timed out. Aaron's just following orders, right? Like
just following orders. You know that podcast I've been listening to, the one where he just deep dives into just any subject. The one I just did recently was that Stanford experiment.
Yeah.
And speaking of following orders, that was wild. Like day one, people are crying.
Yeah.
Because it was like half the students were the guards and half the students were the inmates, and they just wanted to see how normal people would react in a prison situation, try to do some studies, and everybody lost their damn mind like right away. Thanks, Mary. Even the guy, the professor who was running the experiment, he started calling it my prison.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was the warden, and like he's like telling the kids like, oh, you want to break your contract? You're gonna leave? Well, I don't think you can leave. And he had these kids believing that they couldn't get out, they couldn't leave. They actually had a preacher come in, and the preacher like immediately fell into the role as a prison preacher. Like he's trying to like talk to these people and help them through their difficult situation. It was wild.
Yeah, so I know what you're talking about. So people that are not familiar with that is everyone. I mean, it was like a voluntary study, so everyone who's involved in the study knows it's a study
at any time. Yeah.
And even though everyone went into it knowing that it's like a game, still the people who were in charge were like browbeating the fucking inmates.
Yeah, right away.
In a day.
The first day they're stripping them down and delousing them and telling them the rules, and
yeah.
They wouldn't let them wear underwear.
Yeah, people.
It got pretty gay.
Yeah, people are fucked. Yeah,
and it's that Jordan Peterson thing where it's like, we should all recognize that we have that darkness inside of us. I know that you know your darkness, but a lot of people think, no, I could never do that. I don't have that in me to be that type of person. I wouldn't follow orders in that situation. You wouldn't believe it, but a lot of normal people would, and you gotta face up to that darkness and take control of it.
Well, like, you look at the stuff that's going on in the world right now, like out in Eastern Europe and stuff, and we know for an absolute fact that for the last several years, there's been all manner of innocent people killed in the Donbas region by the Ukrainians, and that the Ukrainian army is just absolutely loaded with Nazis, and yet you have all of these progressives with the Ukrainian flag in their avatars talking about supporting these poor souls who are just fighting for my freedoms. And I'm like, at a minimum, you understand it's a slightly more complicated situation than that. At a maximum, you understand that, like, who's innocent, right? Like who's an innocent bystander in anything?
None are innocent.
Yeah, that's right. You tell them. Sing it, Dave.
That was a Tool line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
I like Tool.
you know, if you had told these people, like, first of all, most people don't, like, they can't point Ukraine out on a map, right? Like, we did that a few weeks ago. Remember, we had the little thing where, like, show us on the map where Ukraine is, and the dots are just all over the fucking globe. They're in Madagascar. They're in Missouri and Nebraska.
Alaska.
Yeah, there's dots.
In the continental U.S.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Miami is where Kiev is. It's
Well, yeah, if Russia's attacking that's terrifying.
yeah. So it's just the point. Yeah, that is terrifying.
We got to defend them.
But
obviously.
But those people, if you had asked them 3 weeks before all that shit went down, like, hey, would you be willing to throw your support behind a fascist regime if they were, like, attacked by a neighbor? I bet most of those people would be like, no. Like, I know Nazis are bad.
No, but the programming came out.
Yeah.
We support Ukraine.
Yeah.
Governor Tom Woods said Pennsylvania supports Ukraine. I'm like, I'm sorry, I haven't aired my decision on this yet.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Aaron, you ever heard of the Kiev Huskers? Yeah, because Kiev is in Nebraska.
Huskers.
Yeah.
Dude, we went for a walk with the family. Well, me and the kids went for a walk. We do a mile. We did a little over a mile, like, around the block. I measured it before because I used to jog it. I saw 3 or 4 Ukrainian flags on the houses. Like, one of them was like a half U.S. flag, half Ukrainian colors, and then there's straight up Ukrainian flags. Like, they're putting flags. People are buying flags.
Yes.
And putting on their houses to let us know that they support Ukraine. It's like such a bold statement. How far do you think they looked into the whole conflict?
You know, that's an interesting point. That just made me think of, you know, we're sitting here working on this merch site, right? And the merch site is not it's not just an It's Too Late merch site. The merch site's going to be a totally independent operation, but the It's Too Late stuff will be on there. But one of the conversations that we've had about the merch site is that the merch site is there to make money. Like, it's a business, and we're going to have a lot of designs. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of designs of a lot of different kinds of things. It's not just going to all be politics. It's not just going to all be
catch a lot of randos.
Yeah, it won't just all be libertarian. It'll be a lot of different kind of things. And one of the conversations we've had, as it pertains to the kind of products we're going to offer in the designs, is, do we want to have a lot of different kind of designs on there that are things that you and I would never buy, ever. But we know that there's rando idiots out there that, so to bring this to your point, that if you knew that the people down your street were going to go buy Ukrainian flags, then we should have just had Ukrainian flags on our merch site. Right?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So it like, does that I'll tell you this before you give me your answer. That doesn't bother me at all. Like, if you told me, hey, Alan, like, put a Ukrainian flag on your site, I got some people that want to buy it, I'd do it tonight. It'd be on there. Does that bother you at all, or would you totally do it?
No. I'd sell Black Lives Matter t-shirts. I don't care.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. So
I'm a fucking capitalist.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at, is that, so we already had this conversation about masks. I never wore a mask. Not a single time. And I never will. I mean, at this point, it's not like it's a big deal, but I never did. Even in the heart of the lockdowns, I never wore a mask. But they have masks. So we're using a provider that has custom masks that you can put designs on and sell. And I talked to a couple of my partners in this, and I said, hey, you know how I feel about masks and stuff, right? But do you think that we should sell a few different designs? Both, 2 different kinds. Some designs for people who actually do use masks and, like, they think that they're being, you know, #brave, #stunning by having our masks. And do you think that we should have some designs on some masks that are a troll, that, like, you and I would buy the mask purposely to give to, like, an in-law that we hate because they're maskers? So, like, I'll give you an example. We came up with a design for a kid, because they have children's masks, dude. They have children's masks on the fucking website. And I had the idea. I talked to my graphic designer about this. I said, let's pull up the template for the child's mask, and come up with something cute. Like use pastel colors like Easter, you know, and like he did it. I got to show it to you. It's so fucking good. It's got like cute little animals like elephants and giraffes and zebras on it.
Yeah, like the preschool pictures.
And the text. It's like one of those subversive things where the text is the same color as the different animals, so it's like inlaid in the picture. If you read the text,
unless you actually read it,
the text says this is child abuse.
Yep, I like that.
I think we should do that. So that wouldn't.
Fine. Yeah.
So
we have masks on our T Public site or whatever, and there's a dude out there that actually has a mask with my face on it. Just because if you upload an image, it just goes across all their different stuff.
Huh. Yeah.
And he's worn it out in public.
Wow. So, like, I had thought of a couple different designs for masks they're troll designs. Like, they're not designs that you would buy and want to wear. They're for people to give to people you hate. So, like, the one that says, this is child abuse. I have an adult one that's very similar, and it just says, I'm a fucking retard. And then like I have one that's the NPC face, you know, like the gray with like the triangle nose and the flat. Yeah, so I have one of those. But then we also had the conversation of, but we should come up with a couple of mask designs that are genuine. Again, it's not for us. It's because we're trying to get money off of these fucking idiots.
Capitalists.
Yeah. Ukraine flag masks. Yeah, Ryan. He gets it.
He gets it.
Yeah.
This guy gets it.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. He's $20 is $20, right, Ryan? He knows what's up. Yeah, put the black sun on the mask. Yeah, I support Planned Parenthood mask. Yep. Yep. So we've actually had that conversation several times at this point. Of we're constantly coming up with new designs, because we want to cast a really wide net, but obviously, most of them are just meant to be funny or cute or whatever. But there will be some designs on there that they're not, you know, we're not the target audience. They're just there, and you know, some retard.
Like even the Let's Go Brandon. I'm not going to wear anything that says Let's Go Brandon, but I think the memes are funny. But
yeah,
I'm not going to pay money to put it on my car or something.
Yeah. Oh, I actually have see, that's one of those things where it's going to end up like you'll make money off of it, but it'll disappoint you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have designs that are really...
It's a hot seller shit.
Yeah, you're going to have designs that are really funny and really clever, and you're going to think, man, this is a banger. And then you're going to sell 1 million Let's Go Brandons.
Yep.
And I mean, you can't be mad, right? Because that's what it's there for, right? It's to sell.
That'll be funny when you're scrolling through the same page and you got liberal and conservative propaganda on the same page.
Yeah. Oh, we will.
Well, you guys hate each other, and you'll buy it. You will buy
it. It's more. So we have more designs right now that are like anti-propaganda. Like we have more designs that are anti-liberal and anti-conservative, and like I could see both of them could shop at our site, saying, "Ha, got them," you know.
And then you can feel good about it because you hate both of them.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Oh, ad time.
Yep. Well, if they're a subscriber, they're not seeing an ad right now.
I am.
No, are you a subscriber or is Mary a subscriber?
I thought Liberty Late Night. I can use the emotes.
Oh, well then, I don't know, buddy.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, like the people that are in chat are not seeing an ad except for you. That's weird. Please Comment's not seeing an ad right now.
If I were to drop $100, I could get you $500. I could get you 100 subs right now. I should try that Sears card.
Who would they go to?
I don't even know.
Like,
I think random people.
Because it's like there's not that many people here right now.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
I don't know. You know what, Dave? Do it. Do it, Dave. Just
let's see where it goes.
Put in the Sears card and then
see what happens.
So put in the Sears card.
Oh my gosh, I actually have my wallet here.
We'll see what happens, and then if it doesn't turn out the way you had hoped, then just call them and say, "Oh, I didn't do those charges."
I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's
I was trying to buy some Robux. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no. Tell them, dude, the Sears closed. We don't even have a Sears, dude. I don't have a Sears card.
Yeah, who has a Sears card?
Yeah, dude, right? You know, I actually worked at Sears when I was a teenager.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, when I was in school, I worked at Sears. Draxtillion says, no balls, Dave. Got him.
What department? What department do you work in?
I started off as a fucking cashier, and then I got moved to the lawn and garden, where basically spent most
of the good shit.
Basically just spent most of the time rolling people's fucking mowers out to them. Is pretty much
Craftsman's a pretty good brand.
It used to be.
That's my
it used to
snowblower.
be a pretty good brand. Now it's just Chinese. Swole Keesley writes, Alan's job at Sears was mostly shoplifting.
Moving shit out the back door behind the dumpster. I'm just seeing my messages. Mary, please confirm with me that Dave is going to be back here within the next 8 minutes with clothes on.
People are trying to say retarded, but it's auto-modded, so I just allowed it.
Oh.
Yeah. I just allowed the term retarded. So, knock yourself out, guys. The next 40 messages are just going to be retarded smile. Retarded smiley face. Yeah, there it is. Mary's in on it. But no, Mary, you gotta give him a smile though. There you go. Gotta give him a smile. All right, so Monday, we're shooting for Monday for the It's Too Late community live stream. Is going to be another gaming night.
Yeah. Yeah, I look forward to that.
All right.
I'm gonna try to be more annoying and louder. I'm gonna go pro gamer. Just yell at everything.
It was your commentary was pretty sick. Yeah.
And you know what? When you're watching like PewDiePie or Markiplier or something like that, like they're playing the game, and most of the time they're not being clever or funny, but they just edit it so that it's just the best parts. So if you're watching a live stream, it's like hours of just silence, concentration.
I'm just sitting here constantly.
Mary.
Yeah. I'm just sitting here constantly clicking allow on all these comments that are getting auto-modded. and Mary's kind of being...
Yeah. She's like, wah, wah.
Dave, you need to have 2 different gaming PCs so that Mary can play.
You know, I have this PC upstairs that used to be a gaming PC, but my concept of time is like totally messed up. So I'm like, oh, that's still a relatively new PC. That was hot when I bought it.
Wait, hold on. Your concept of time,
the governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here.
I'm not getting audio.
And
it's working
talking about the significance of the passage of time. Right? The significance of the passage of time.
See, she knows what's up.
That bitch is dumb as shit. You know?
It really is amazing, like trying to follow her lines of logic.
Yeah.
And just like where is her brain going?
Yeah. Well,
like how does she feel that ties into the question?
You know how I think a lot of her answers sound? You know the answer that you would get from like a kid in class back in school where they clearly weren't listening, so they're trying to give this really verbose answer to make it look like they are engaged, but they actually don't know what they're talking about. That's every answer she gives.
One of the Navy guys that I used to work with, he was an all right guy. But he would say, if you can't dazzle him with brilliance,
baffle him with bullshit.
Yeah.
Blake used to say that all the time.
Was he a Navy guy? No,
he wasn't a Navy guy. But I think that was more of a reflection of the program during Blake's tenure. Was
You never hit your button.
What? My button?
The button that I don't have access to that you do, and you were like, I put this new thing in here and I'm going to use it for this.
Oh my fucking god, I didn't.
It just occurred to me.
Oh, let's redo the whole monologue.
All right,
guys, listen. We're gonna do for you a dramatic reading of tonight's monologue, but using
speed read.
But using a graphic that I forgot to use that really makes the whole fucking thing great.
All right, I'm ready.
So Kamala Harris is back in the news. Dave, do we have a picture of Kamala Harris? Yeah, there she is right there. Officer Harris. Anyway, she was giving a statement about something about internet and dumb fucking kids. Take a look.
The governor and I, and we were all doing a tour of the library here, and talking about the significance of...
Shut up, silly woman.
So all right,
So much better. Why did we do that?
so they're trying to confirm this new Supreme Court Justice, Ketanji Brown Jackson. Boy, what a name, Brown. Anyway, do we have a picture of Ketanji? Yeah, there's Aunt Jemima right there. We're not racist. Anyway, here's a video of her not knowing what a woman is.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah.
Shut up, silly woman.
Sad news, Madeleine Albright's dead. May she burn in hell. Did we have a picture of Madeleine Albright? Yeah, well, actually, she's thriving down there now that you...
Yeah, she's doing really good.
She's doing well.
She found her niche.
Fuck,
That's
we should bring her back then. Jesus. Yeah, and there was an article as well. She's dumb as shit. She doesn't give a fuck about dead babies. Take a look at her video from 60 Minutes.
We have heard that 500,000 children have died. I mean, that's more children than died in Hiroshima. And
Shut up, silly woman.
And we'll be right back after this break. There you go. That was the monologue.
I almost hit the button. I was
Yeah, just do it. Just fuck it. We're going. Let's just do the show. All right, we'll do the show. Dude, you will get 30% off. 30% off, all one word, It's Too Late, by going to Pat Crest Botanicals. Take a look at this right here. I drink this to visit my night friends. Okay, so anyway, Dave, what time is it?
It's time for me to leave.
No, but you gotta wait for the meme to come up, Dave. God damn it! Horse cum, lol. We also have a bonus meme. Check out the bonus meme.
These people are watching
Aquaman! Let's answer some viewer mail.
It's man.
Fuck, I gotta pull up the viewer mail. Let it run.
We should do this.
Let it run! I gotta pull up viewer mail!
15 minutes, show's over.
Okay, I literally just now pulling up the viewer mail. Can flat earthers come around? They're dumb as shit. What do you think, Dave?
Yeah. I don't know how.
Why do we say pair of pants when it's in fact a single garment? Because pantaloons used to be separate garments, Ryan. God, read a fucking book for once in your life.
I can't even.
Brian Johnson says, what's the worst buy one, get one free? Circumcision. Is that what we agreed upon?
Amputations.
Amputations. Well, that's an amputation, right? Kind of. All right. Why do you feel more exhausted after a vacation? Because you did too much hookers and blow. Carl says, where in the nursery rhyme does it say Humpty Dumpty is an egg? It doesn't because the Berenstein Bears are full of shit.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever been to Bon Aqua, Tennessee before? You got a place down there, Dave?
I do. I have a studio here. Oh, I'm hitting the buttons wrong.
Imagine that.
Bon Aqua. I'm still here. I got to get back to my family.
They've moved on, I think, just emotionally. Yeah.
They probably changed a lot.
What's your favorite part of the Constitution?
None of it, because it's a bunch of bullshit.
Abortion. If you could, excuse me. Mary asked if you could be any animal. We've had that question before. You said try harder. She filed for a divorce. She calmed down later after you asked her calmly yet firmly to calm down. And she came back with, would you rather be eaten by a horse or drown? That was troubling. That was troubling. Let's see. What's a special meal that your mom made for you?
I don't remember my mother.
Yeah, and my mother didn't love me. Who was the best Batman?
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton. The movie Multiplicity was a pretty good movie. What are you supposed to do with the extra buttons? What do you do with the extra buttons?
I leave them on the shirt because I feel like this button isn't working.
What?
Oh.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What happened?
Bat nipples.
Okay. Bat nipples. That's right. No, what we do with the extra buttons is this right here.
Shut up, silly woman.
All right, we better
There's
move
an
on to the
extra
next part of the show. Or go back to... Yeah. Oh, shit. Your ad could be playing right now, reaching thousands of potential customers. Sadly, it's not, but it could be. Find out how to be an advertised sponsor for It's Too Late with Alan Mosley. Email us at info@alanmosley.tv. Will Thomas is a man, yes or no?
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back to wrap up
They
the
say
show.
he has a penis.
Yeah, he has a penis. No ovaries. Not a one. He is a man. Yeah, Mary wants to know what the fuck Dave was doing right there. Mary, sometimes when a man gets to a certain age, he has to adjust himself lest he sits on a sack. Guys, we're going to be back to wrap up the show right after this commercial break. If you're enjoying tonight's show, consider supporting the program by becoming a member of our Patreon. That's over at patreon.com/Alan Mosley. Like our Facebook page, it's facebook.com/Alan Mosley TV. You can follow me on Twitter, it's twitter.com/Alan Mosley TV. Subscribe to our YouTube page, youtube.com/Alan Mosley TV. Something Odyssey, It's Too Late with Alan Mosley, Alan Mosley TV. If you like to listen instead of watch, because you saw some things when you were younger and you live with it now, it's Anchor FM, Alan Mosley TV. Dave, do you have a final thought?
Oh, yeah. This motherfucker's trying to get me fired.
Yeah.
So that I can make him money.
Go big or go home. Guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
I'm afraid to hit that last.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to help you out. We'll just go back to the monologue. All right, we'll just do that. There you go. All right. Good show. We should have done that the first time.
See, now we know what's possible. We could just get this over with and be on with our lives.
Yeah, we could be playing Minecraft right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not Mary.
No girls allowed.
Yeah, that was a banger, Mary. Right. And you know what?
That was a pretty good cliff notes of it, though.
That whole thing started with me saying we don't have any new donations, and we just did the whole show in like 7 minutes, and we still ain't got any more goddamn donations. I bet it's because we weren't wearing our suits. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I look better like this. I don't like the whole shirt and tie thing. This button is. Oh. What is going on?
It's because it's not scrolled up. Have you ever done this show before?
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Well, I'm new,
right.
but I'm learning.
All right.
Yeah, I feel more comfortable like this. I feel like I do a better show, but
Please comma says now do it really slowly. Okay, if we raise $100 on PayPal tonight in the next 30 minutes, we will do it again, but slowly.
And we'll do it like this.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's too late with Alan Mosley.
I like these messages I'm getting from Mary. I'm figuring it. If I play my cards right, I could be kissing this girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've really had an up and down day. Earlier this afternoon it was relationship over, and now it's looking good in that hat and sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you look good all cleaned up though, Dave. It's
a whole different day.
Yeah. Exactly. It's the #1 producer in late night. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. No hitting on the
Not
viewers,
this
Dave.
functional
Yeah,
alcoholic.
that's right. You can't be making passes at our audience. That's not professional.
Well, if you pick one, then the rest of them get jealous, and then it
Yeah.
gets really uncomfortable, and people leave.
Yeah, Ryan's not going to be back. That's the end of that.
Ryan, we got a king bed, man. There's room for plenty. Wait, shit. I feel like I come across as a cuck on a lot of these episodes.
I mean, I'm not the one that named my cat Chelsea Clinton, so
Yeah. Well.
You're supposed to drink water, Dave. Water.
Well, I wasn't gonna drink tonight, and then I'm like, well, I'll have one. Loosen me up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I don't know. I'm not funny unless I drink.
Yeah, you only had one, but then the show started getting a little racist, and so you decided to have another. And then
Now I got these 3. I got 2 more, and then I finished this off from the other night. See, our beer distributors aren't allowed to sell like liquor.
Yeah.
And our liquor stores aren't allowed to sell beer, and then the grocery stores aren't allowed to sell anything unless they have food, and then they're allowed to sell a 12-pack of beer unless you walk outside and then walk back in, and then you can buy another 12-pack indefinitely. But somehow they're starting to like push it. So I got wine at a beer distributor. I'm like, let's see how this goes, because some of the wines they have there are malt beverages, but this allegedly is a wine, a Pinot Noir. It was actually pretty good. So I finished that off.
Aaron says streamers using their influence to fuck their fans is not good.
That's an option?
I'm just trying to think if I have any fans I want to fuck.
Trying to figure out if I have any influence.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, are we still streaming?
Comments are still coming.
Yeah. I think that that's just people talking amongst themselves after the show. Just kind of reckon with what they saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad our whole like viewership is all dudes.
Right?
Total sausage fest.
Yeah, it's kind of shit.
We got Celeste, but she's married.
Yeah.
Apparently happily. Ugh.
Yeah. I think Max is coming June 4th. So like I've
talked to him a couple times.
Yeah, he's gonna bear full witness to the bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Suddenly Celeste isn't gonna be watching the streams anymore.
Celeste is out. She's done, I think. We're not gonna be seeing Voluntary B anymore on any of the platforms. So that's sad.
How about like we let the older kids stay up a little later now? He's got his own room down here, and Mary was heating up some fries for him or something like that, and she's out in the kitchen with him, and she has her phone playing the Twitch thing, and she said something about like the stream is playing and something about age of consent, something, and he's like, I'm just gonna go to bed now.
Oh wow.
I don't think it was age of consent, but it was definitely about pedophiles.
Yeah, he knows enough about what's going on to know that he doesn't want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
God, he's smarter than us.
Yeah. He's definitely smarter than me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it'll be fun. I get to be on another show. I get to be a producer, push buttons.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I do not like look ahead or, think too deeply about enough.
You know the thing is, like, in all seriousness, is I'm actually jealous because you have the best job here. Yeah, I love hitting the buttons. Yeah, but I don't like hitting the buttons and being,
Yeah, because you have a lot of pressure on you to actually carry the show. For me, it's like I'll do my best, but if the show fails, it's Alan Mosley.
I thought about, like, how we have the description underneath the episodes, like, like there's the links and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I thought about, like, this is like a thing that bands do. Sometimes you'll see bands that when they're on the road, they'll have a show in Nashville, and then like the night after the show, when they're in Nashville, on their social media, they'll have like a screenshot of like the playlist of like that was on the floor, like what songs they were going to play. I had thought about doing something like that where on Thursday mornings I would publish our show notes in the private group. So that people could kind of see like where it started versus how it's going,
That's a Patreon thing.
Yeah, we could do that, I think.
We could start dumping like show notes. We could record the pre-show, when I come down, and like tonight, my hair, I have my house coat on, hair's all over the place.
Yeah.
And I started out with, oh, where's that at? I can bring that up.
So I'm sorry, I have to correct Ryan really quick. So Ryan said if Dave fails, oh yeah, there it is.
This is how I came into the chat today.
So Ryan says if Dave fails, it will be It's Too Late with Alan and Ryan. So that's Ryan, that's not correct because no one's name is in the title other than my name. Why would it be Alan and Ryan? You don't go from not on the show to co-host. You go from not on the show to producer.
I kind of slipped that into the after party.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Llama farm. After the first episode.
There's only one llama on the farm, though. Is it really a llama farm if there's just one llama? Yeah, it's really alpacas and goats is what it really is.
But if the whole farm is dedicated to one llama, then it's either the llama farm or the llama's farm.
But it's really a goat farm, and then it expanded into alpacas. The reason I told the story, the reason they got the llama is because you have to have a guardian animal for your herd, and they had, because for like coyotes and stuff like that, and they had a donkey, and the donkey died. It didn't die in service to the herd, by the way. They literally had just bought the donkey, and then it just had a heart attack and died like a week later. So then they didn't have a guardian animal anymore, and it was either get another donkey, and then they decided, well, let's get a llama. So the llama, there's only one, and it's the guardian animal of the herd. Huh. Because llamas are actually mean as fuck.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, they don't play around. Mm-mm. The alpacas are bitches. The alpacas are like, yeah, I'm gonna spit on you, and then if you're like, don't you do that, they're like, don't hit me. The llama will say, hey.
Yeah.
What's up? Come in that gate, motherfucker. Yeah. Donkey died, daddy cried. That's right. That's really sad.
It is. Like my aunt had horses, and like one of the horses died, and it's like, what do you do with a dead horse?
You eat it. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I mean, like you have to like rent an excavator.
Yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
I can't interpret if Mary's being nice or is calling you gay.
No, it's a story when I used to be a shift manager. I started out as a busboy at this restaurant, and then I moved up to dishwasher, and then I moved up to cook, and then I got moved up to like a shift manager. I was a third shift manager. Mm-hmm. And so like I was in control of or in charge of everything, and I'd go like out the door to the dining room, and I'd just kind of like look around and make sure everybody's like under control, because third shift at a restaurant, 24-hour restaurant, is a bunch of drunk, hungry people, and they're the worst. So I'm making sure everybody's being cool. And there was this table, and there's like some gay dude out there, and he told the waitress that like he found me attractive, and I was standing there like a lion overlooking his land or whatever. And then ever since then, I just say I drive gay men wild, because it's not the first time that I've had that happen. Yeah, so that's the story. I don't like telling stories. I like to like get them over with as soon as possible. So I talk really fast, leave out a lot of stuff.
I love telling stories.
Yeah, that's why you got your show.
I do the opposite of you. Instead of leaving stuff out, I just add things.
So it got kind of slow at that point, so something exciting happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, just embellish. That's the best. I still have a story that I haven't told. I was going to tell on one of the live streams. It was one of our little donation incentives. I had said that if we raised a certain amount of money, I was going to do another story time with Uncle Alan, and that was actually the last time we ever got a donation. So I think people don't like story time with Uncle Alan, I guess, because we haven't raised a cent since then.
Please comment. That's horrifying.
Yeah. Well, and that's because the horse has to go off to Valhalla.
Witness me.
Yeah. He's dining in the halls of his forebears. I don't know if people remember or give a fuck, but I thought I had the best eulogy ever for my old computer chair.
Oh yeah, I wanted to make a video with Sarah McLachlan or whatever.
Yeah, when the old computer chair died, I did a short little eulogy where I said it swiveled off to the land of its forebears, will know neither fame, fear, nor shame. Yeah, I thought that was really nice.
That almost got me misty just now.
I hope someone does that for me when I die, as well as I did for this computer chair.
This fucking chair.
Yeah, right.
Please.
Oh man, I'm bad at telling stories because my ADHD makes it hard to stay on a path. But yeah, but if you tell it well, no one gives a fuck.
Yeah,
they're just on the ride.
Yeah,
I feel like I ought to tell the story because if I don't, I'll forget. The last time we had story time with Uncle Alan, I told the story about when I was working at Lowe's and a girl almost got crushed by dry lock and I saved her, and then everyone got mad at me because I pushed the girl. Yeah. I think that was when I turned villainy after that.
that's your backstory.
Yeah, that's my villain backstory. I was going to be a hero, and then everyone got mad because I did something heroic, so now I'm just going to be a villain. Fuck it. Now I push the dry lock.
On to the small child.
Yes. Oh man. What? Oh, Mary finally got rid of the asterisks, so she can see the bad words in Twitch. Now she wants someone to say a bad word, and no one will talk. Wait for it.
That comes through.
Oh God, this fucking group. All right. So I think it's $100 for us to re-perform episode 201, but slowly. We'll just say it's $10 for story time with Uncle Alan, but it's a story for when I ran a printing company. It's not the KKK, by the way. I already told that story. Oh, yeah. We're not revisiting that. That got. Did I tell you about how there was some white nationalist group on Odyssey that found that clip and shared it?
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't probably
dude.
Just
how about $100? We slow jam the show. We play some sexy jazz, and we do all of our lines in seductive voices.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. You know what? Let's give people a preview.
All right.
Hold on. Vice President Kamala Harris is back in the news.
Oh yeah.
She had this to say about the passage of time.
So much time.
That bitch is so stupid, but she'll take it.
She'll take it all.
All right, so anyway, that's kind of what it would be like if we raised $100. If we weren't canceled before, we sure would be then. You know the thing is that I say this all the time. Can you imagine if someone strolls into the channel right now and this is the first time they've ever seen the show? And they're like, Jesus Christ.
I think they'd be more disappointed after they saw the real show. We're setting the expectations way too high.
Yeah, I know. They'd be like, is this a show for real? They'd go like look at the YouTube channel and be like, oh, that's not what I expected at all.
This is disappointing.
Yeah. Do it like remember the Ladies Man on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Remember that skit? Yeah, do it like that. Have your have your button up shirt unbuttoned down to here, and
Yeah.
have your glass of wine, and yeah. Yeah, Aaron. So yeah, we already have that. We already have the people who they catch the show for the first time. They think they know better than we do, and then they instantly start downvoting everything we ever do from there on out.
So
we
that's
already
what
have
happened.
that guy.
Okay.
Speaking of that, he actually hasn't found our Odyssey channel yet tonight.
Wow.
Because we don't have our customary one downvote yet.
Maybe he had some kind of severe family trauma occur tonight.
God, I hope so.
I knew you'd say that.
You didn't fucking know. I say that to Anna Kay all the time. Anna Kay thinks she knows me, so when she says something and I immediately retort with something, disgusting / terrible, she'll say, "I knew you'd say that," and I always reply with, "You didn't fucking know."
You didn't know shit.
Yeah, calm down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Firmly. You got to say it firmly so that they know you mean it.
Yeah, she likes it firm.
That's how it's most effective.
Yeah. Do you think Will Thomas, if he's been taking enough drugs to get his T levels down below the NCAA limit, do you think he can do it anymore, or is he just,
Yeah. He's just in the locker room with his floppy shamecock.
Oh my God, we should do a skit. We should do a skit where one of the characters' names is Floppy Shamecock.
I stole that from the podcast I'm listening to.
All right.
There's a serial killer in the Ukraine, and his name was, I think, Andrei Chikatilo, and he's now a reoccurring character in this podcast I listen to. So he does the what this problem? I just yank on floppy shamecock. So that's where that comes from. Because apparently he had problems, which might have led to the killing.
Speaking of that, we've got a really tall order ahead of us to write an entire play and be ready to perform it on June 4th.
Oh, we vaguely remember.
Yeah. You guys watched a movie about a play, and then we decided we're doing a play.
Oh, yeah.
4th. We're gonna have to cast it. We're gonna have to get the crew, and
we got time.
Well, yeah, we got time right now. We're not even gonna revisit it until like June 2nd.
Yeah, and then we'll start setting that stuff up.
Yeah,
a stage crew.
Yeah, we got people who like change the sets and costumes. Jesus. It's gonna be. I used to be a vice president of a nonprofit theater. Remember? Yeah. So
no,
I know a thing. You don't remember?
No, I don't think I heard that story.
Yeah, I was a vice president of a nonprofit theater. All right, that's the story. All right.
Was it all like clerical work, or did you actually like do anything?
No, I was the vice president. The vice president doesn't do the clerical work.
But I mean, were you just like traveling around, like getting funds and
I mean, that's what they wanted me to do. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
But you were on stage. You're like, you making shit happen.
Well, I mean, I was in a few performances back in the day, but that wasn't the point of being the vice president. I was the vice president of the board of directors. I wasn't doing plays. I was running the nonprofit.
Yeah.
And they certainly wanted me to raise money. They certainly wished that. Aaron. So what I would do is I would give incoherent speeches about the passage of time. Yeah. That's what I would do.
And how that relates to the importance of theater.
Yeah. Actually, no. Yeah, I was a vice president of a arts nonprofit that owned a theater here in Murray County, and I don't think they're there anymore. I think it's gone. Actually, I know that's not true.
So you did a pretty good job.
Actually, that's not true. They are still there. That organization's over 100 years old, and for 2 consecutive terms, their vice president was me.
And were they like grown ass adults, like in the movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fun.
The funny story there is that before that I was a business advisor to them. Like I helped them do things. Like I helped them with their taxes and some of their community outreach stuff. And then they had their elections to their board. and they elected me vice president, but I didn't actually run.
Oh, were you there? Or were they just like, let's make Alan do it?
I was just informed that I had won. When I was told that I had the most votes for vice president, I was like, well, I guess I'm on the board. All right, it's cool. I went to the meetings, like I went to the board meetings.
Played the part.
Yeah, I mean, I was there.
Anarcho Zero has a solid question. Do you think deep down Will Thomas feels proud of himself?
Excuse me, herself? Jesus.
Oh, I'm
Anarcho.
sorry.
Yeah.
That was so problematic of me.
Nah, I'm just
so
kidding.
insensitive.
I'll
cancel myself.
Yeah. It's fine. You're not. They're probably gonna call you tomorrow about 6 a.m. so don't bother coming in. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nice that they would call you though, as opposed to wait for you to show up just to say go home.
Long weekend. I'm excited.
Yeah. So do you think that Will Thomas feels proud of himself? That's a good question. I think that there's absolutely some shame and regret inside of him.
I couldn't imagine what is even.
So there's this whole thing actually, like there's this whole group of people that they call like the D-trans or whatever, which is people who got swept up in all that.
Oh, and regret their decision.
And then they regret it. Yeah. And then it's like, so
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there is. Well, I mean, like, are we supposed to just sit here and pretend that those people don't have like skyrocketing suicide rates and like stuff like those people are messed up? And because there's so many people in that position that do harbor feelings of like regret and shame and stuff, and then I feel like it would be even more magnified for him because he's so public, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you're now the spokesperson.
So really, the question I think comes down to: does he revel? Because that one article was saying that they were saying that he revels in the attention, like he enjoys the attention. So, which do you think is a more powerful feeling? The feeling of shame for what he has done, or the rush of the attention and the notoriety and all that? Because there's people that absolutely get off on that shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who
the Bible talks about people who don't feel shame.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what it in reference to. I just know that it's there.
Oh, yeah.
It's and they evidently they exist.
What's your favorite part of the Bible? That should have been the question, not the Constitution. It should have been the Bible.
The end. The end is like trippyish. That's fun. Like that's the only part I actually read. I don't remember any of it, but I remember like as a kid, like, oh, I'm reading this part. This is crazy. We got multi-headed serpents and horses and killing. It's awesome.
Is that like Old Testament? Is that what you're talking about?
No, the the Revelations.
Oh, so all I know is New Testament, and even that I just know the names Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I mean, I know who Jesus is, and then that's it.
Yeah, well, you're fine then.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the gist, I think.
Yep, straight to heaven.
And Jews are bad. Yep, straight to heaven. Yep, just you're gonna be in line. They're gonna say, you're on the list. Alan Mosley, yeah, you could come up to the front. Yeah, you just come on up here.
Yeah. You don't have to wait in line. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So I think. So Base Plowman says if he felt shame, he probably wouldn't have been willing to take hardcore drugs to simulate the opposite gender. But he hasn't. Like I think for a lot of those, Alan gets a heaven fast pass. Okay. So anyway, I think for a lot of those people, it comes down to like the operations, right? Like I think that there's people who decide that, oh, I'm going to be trans. And they they grow their fucking hair out and start wearing different clothes. And it's like, no.
You got to commit.
Yeah. Let's
show me you believe it.
Let's rip it off, motherfucker. Let's go. But he hasn't, right? Because they were complaining that he keeps on showing them. He shows the other girls his ding dong.
Yeah.
So no. If he was halfway, so they said he started transitioning in 2019. So it's been 2 or 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Like
this hold up.
Yeah, come on. Let's get her done. That's a lady penis, Aaron.
Mm-hmm. I don't see why everybody's so offended.
Yeah, if you're laboring under the apprehension that there is such a thing as a lady penis, then I've got some bad news about your previous encounters.
Wait a minute. That's not straight?
I'm sorry. Yeah, so
I hate it when they're like, no, it's fine, it's a lady penis, and then like at the end they're like, oh, just kidding, it's a dude's dick.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you got me.
Got him.
Again.
Yeah. Yeah. The mangina. Yeah. That just made me think. One of my people sometimes will ask the question, "What's your favorite curse word?" And a lot of people say "fuck" just because it's like really hard, the hard F. Yeah. But I actually have always said that my favorite curse word is bitch.
Whoa.
And do you know why my favorite cuss word is bitch?
I can't wait to find out.
Because if you call a woman a bitch, that's a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Obviously.
They don't like...
No. Yeah. Calm down, bitch. It's like the worst thing.
Oh, man. I hate that.
The worst thing, yeah. But if you call a man a bitch, it has a different meaning. You know what I'm saying?
But it almost bites just as hard, yeah.
Yeah, because if you call a woman a bitch, it's like, that's bad, but it's the expected term.
Yeah.
If you call a man a bitch, you're saying something about his...
Now we're reassigning genders.
Yeah. You're saying something about his manhood and his masculinity if you call him a bitch. Yeah, it's emasculating. Yeah, that's right. So that's why it's my favorite.
That's why the kids
word.
hate it so much. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very versatile.
Yeah. Yeah. Swole Keesley said I would have said dick shitter. No. That's just some fun.
That's all in good fun.
Yeah, we just like to have some fun around here. It's not. I like how dick shitter like does it. I like how dick shitter doesn't get auto modded. By the way, you see that?
Try it as one word.
Yeah, try dick shitter as one word. Let's see what happens. But if a homo gay calls a woman bitch, it's empowering. Well, thanks, Aaron.
It's true.
Here I was thinking we couldn't possibly be more canceled, and you figured out a way.
That podcast I listened to, another one I just recently listened to was the Westboro, is it Westboro Baptist Church?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Do you know what their website is?
No. Is it God Hates Fags?
God.com.
Yeah. Well, someone has to have that domain.
And it's them. And they do you find them on YouTube. I think it's I can't remember if it's just Westboro Sings or something. They do a lot of parodies of songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot, like a lot of pop songs, like Happy, and a lot of Rihanna songs, but it's just about like how like dead soldiers are good and God hates everybody except for us. But yeah, I shared it in the chat. WBC Sings. It's pretty funny, and they're flashing around their little signs.
Wow.
kids flashing around the signs. It's insane.
Do you think that they're pro-Ukraine or anti-Ukraine?
Oh, that's a tough one. See, I think they kind of stand where we stand on those kind of issues, that God hates all of them.
Oh. I don't think God hates you, Dave.
I don't think so either. I'm more of the God loves everybody type of Christian.
He's not mad, he's just disappointed. Yeah. So that's the thing, is that I actually have known a lot of people in my life that they thought I was a religious person.
Really?
Like because unless it comes up, like I don't talk about it, and then they will hear some of the things I say or do, or, like some of the topics I've written about or whatever. Like they'll read one of my articles and they'll be like, oh, well, that's a Christian perspective there. And then they'll strike up a conversation with me and I'll be like, whoa. I'm not into your gay sex, sir.
Yeah, you can have non-denominational morality, or not non-denominational, but like just general morality.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah. That was actually the conversation Mahari and I had on his episode of Godarchy, as he was talking about how he's like, well, my friend Alan is, like agnostic, but he doesn't drink the blood of newborns like the Clintons do.
Yeah.
And the Clintons are Christians, so.
Allegedly.
Well, yeah, allegedly.
Well, you have to be kind of Christian to worship the Christian Satan. Otherwise, you just don't believe in him.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a pedagogical thing of saying Christian as in you are.
Let me Google that.
No, it's fine. It's from the you're talking about like. Okay, I'll give you a weird random example. So I've been watching the show Vikings Valhalla on Netflix, and one of the big issues is that in like Norway and Denmark, Christianity has spread. So like half of them are Christians, and half of them are, they worship the old gods. They would call them pagans or whatever. But they're Vikings. There are Christian Vikings, and there are pagan Vikings. And so even though they are anti-England, for instance, a lot of them are also anti each other, because there's now a really deep religious divide where there used to not be one, a few generations before. But if you referred to someone as a Christian, you could be saying that they literally worship Christ, or you could just be saying they are someone from like the Christian cultural side of things.
Yeah.
Like they think in terms of a Christian theology as opposed to thinking in terms of a pagan theology, whether or not they're practicing or otherwise. So I think by that definition, like the lizard people, a lot of them are Christian in the sense of they come from a Western culture that recognizes Christian theology. But you would not say that they are devout practicing Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, Draxtillion. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh, I gotta go. This was fun. Was it though? Boy, how did we get to talking about this shit? We were having so much fun there. Now it's got Yeah. What happened?
It's quite a roller coaster.
Yeah. The All-Father Odin is sad that no one thinks of him outside of Marvel movies. Boy.
No, that's another one of those podcasts I listened to. Was there is a live and active religion that still follows the whatever those are gods. Like they pray to him and stuff like that, and they actually do that stuff. It's a thing.
Hatchie was upset because Pedo had been auto-modded, and now he's saying, I can't tell you about Elmo, but I already hit accept on the auto-mod. So there
Norse,
you are.
Yeah, the Norse gods.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron would know. I feel like Aaron would be. Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron is... Yeah. Yeah. Nordic. Yeah. Dave, say hi to Raja.
Hi, Raja. But seriously, like, yeah, you look at Aaron, you're like, yeah, that dude's Nordic.
Yeah. I actually met a guy a weekend ago that was talking about that. I guess his family is from the Scandinavian part of the world or whatever. So they're all blonde-haired, blue-eyed,
master race. Yeah.
Yeah. Cold weather Viking folk. Yeah.
Blooded.
Yeah. And then everyone was going around the room like, hey, what's your ethnic background or whatever. And I was like, I mean, I don't really know. I think that my parents are, I'm pretty sure it's just German and Scottish
that makes sense.
What was that supposed to mean?
I don't know. You're just ethnically hard to pin down.
Yeah, well, I'm just a European mutt. Is that what you're saying, Dave?
There you go. Comment.
Yeah,
right there as soon as
yeah. Please comment. Yeah, is that? I thought you were making a German comment, but then it turned into a Yeah.
I'm slippery, man.
Yeah. Do you think Kamala Harris is actually stupid, or is she terrified of saying the wrong thing and being micromanaged by Barack Obama?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay. Why are we holding on? Dave said, hold on, I'll be right back. Do we have to hold on and wait for Dave to come back? Let's wait for Dave. Well, here, let's do this. I'd rather die standing than live kneeling, Dave. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I didn't know. You said, hold on, I'll be right back, and I didn't know if that meant I had to pause the show, so we took a veggie fact break.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't field the question?
What was I don't remember now. What was the question?
Something about Kamala Harris.
I see you're using your invisibility cloak.
Yeah, isn't that neat? Can't push the button.
All right. So Kamala Harris is incredibly unimpressive, but it depends on what you mean by stupid. Like, stupid as in, is she smart enough to be someone who is a genuine, like, leader of men? No. She's very stupid, if that's your definition of stupid. But, like, do you mean stupid as in, like, her IQ is, like, 85? That's also not true. The people who get into positions of power are not stupid people. They're very smart people that are also very conniving and evil people. And that's how they get to those positions of power. However, I think she is also afraid of messing up. She's someone who's in the unique position that she feels like it's going to be her turn. When Biden is over, Kamala's going to say, it's my turn. This happens in politics. And it was Hillary's turn. It's my turn, you guys. She's not really going to get a turn, though, because no one's going to elect that dumb fucking bitch to any office. Oh. She only was getting like 1% of the vote in the Democratic primary, so I mean, no one likes her. I was really feeling it, like, oh yeah, just try not to screw it up, then it'll be your turn, and yeah,
like that's kind of my story right here.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. So here's Dave. Let me tell you this is how it's gonna happen. I'm a fucking fortune teller, Dave. This is how it's gonna happen. So. One day, Anna Kay is going to wake up and she's going to realize, no.
What the hell am I doing?
This is stupid. I'm not I'm gonna be with you for the rest of my life. Like, come on, you know. And so she's gonna leave, and then like, boy, I'm gonna spiral into a place that just I'm gonna go in the Fed, right? So
Yeah.
Anna Kay's gonna leave me. I'm gonna go in the Fed, and then when I'm not here, it'll be it's too late with Dave Willimowski, and just and then you'll have to have someone who's over there in the corner that you can yell at. Yeah.
But I also need somebody to like write the show for me because I ain't doing all that shit. That's a lot of
Well,
work.
no. Hey, man.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
It's gonna say something
Ryan.
clever.
Ryan said he wants to do it, so you ought to tell Ryan. If Ryan will also write you the show notes, then there you go.
Well, he is. Yeah, he is basically a professor in his own right.
I like how
I've seen him debate people.
I just had to allow Mary in the auto mod. It wouldn't let her say dumb bitch. That's weird. There you go.
Okay.
I don't-
There. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know how many more times it's going to happen before. You know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, Mary, a very high percentage of your comments are getting checked. That's correct.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a bunch. It's kind of
See?
weird.
See?
Yeah.
That's why I picked her.
Yeah.
No, she picked me.
Oh.
She claimed me.
Oh. So she went to the single day flea market and picked you out.
Put me on layaway. Yeah.
Oh, she didn't even pick you up. She didn't even take you home that day. Jesus,
No, she didn't
man.
want to commit. That. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you guys are made
Let's
for
see
each
if I
other.
still
Then,
want
huh?
this next month. Yeah.
Yeah. She waited patiently for Dave. That's nice.
Just like layaway.
Yeah. When I think of Anna Kay and how she found me, the word "settled" definitely comes to the forefront. I don't want to hard land on that, but it's definitely inescapable.
Yeah.
It's an inconvenient truth. Yeah.
You're kicking some kind of game. Yep, I got an ad too. See, me and Mary both had ads.
Why are y'all getting ads when the other people who are subscribers
know.
are just sitting here watching the show?
I don't know. I can do the emotes. Dude, there's 15 people watching this shit right now. At least on Twitch. Who knows where else? I
Yeah.
haven't looked at any other platforms.
Yeah, Dave said y'all are dumb, but he also shared a racist Aunt Jemima graphic earlier too. So it's like how much you.
I like to flex my graphics skills.
Yeah. Oh, I saw your new profile pic. I know about you and your graphic skills. Yeah.
Yeah, you see that? It's magic.
Please comment. I don't think anyone has to gift Mary because I think Mary's already subbed. She's just getting ads because I guess she just enjoys.
Is she subbed? Because it says I'm linked up to the Amazon account, but still I couldn't sub. I don't know what's going on.
Mary, can you share one of our emotes? Hatchie wants a sub. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants a sub.
See, and like the Cub Scouts were selling coupons for free pizzas and subs to like my favorite pizza shop in town.
Uh-huh.
And so instead of like selling them to people and then collecting money, I just bought a bunch of them and then I'm like, I'll sell them later. And so now I have a bunch of these coupons. And so she decided to go get pizza and subs tonight with those coupons. And now I'm trying to be a good boy and not eat all those carbs, which is all bread, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's killing me. So I have like my favorite pizza upstairs right now. And I'm like, that's fine. I'll just eat this canned chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Just as good.
Yeah, you tell yourself that. No, I mean, but no, you tell yourself that. Yeah. Yeah. Mary's not subbed. Mary was subbed at one time. She's not subbed anymore.
Hatch knows. Yes, it is the pizza that I got when you were here. It's the best pizza in town.
Yeah.
No matter what you think of it, because I've learned as I've gotten older, like I have, I don't know, you have like taste buds that are just like you like bland shit when you're a kid, and then you become more defined or whatever. And they have a nice spicy sauce. They actually put sauce on the pizza, unlike all the chains where it's just cheese and bread. But I think most pizza is garbage nowadays. Like you got to find like a local place that actually has good stuff.
Yeah. I still have to get on my rowing machine after this show.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I need you to message me, like if you think of it, around 3 o'clock every day, and tell me what a fat piece of shit I am, because that's usually like when I'm
what
gonna get
time?
on something.
What time?
3 p.m. Eastern. So what is that? 2
Yeah,
o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay,
4.
Tomorrow at 2 o'clock my time. I got you, buddy.
Let me know.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that
You're
in
a
my
real friend.
calendar. Just repeat 365 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Monday I actually lifted. I haven't done a lift in a long time, and today I can barely fucking walk. I did squats.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even do heavy weight, but I did kind of high reps, and like my legs were cramping on the second set. And I'm like, oh, this ain't good. PM, please, Hachi.
Yeah, it'll
Good night, Aaron.
It'll be 2 a.m. here, like not long from now. I'll be careful and send you 2 messages.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
Aaron's the #1 Twitch mod in late night.
He is the number one.
He takes his job seriously. He does a great job.
Yeah.
Thanks
He
for
takes
coming
it so seriously that Police Comma got timed out. Oh man. I gotta set a reminder. All right.
There he goes. So I'm guessing that he has like some kind of text file where he has all of our links on, and he just copies pastes like at exact right moment.
Mm-hmm. Is it
72 versions? 72.
Okay. Why is it 72? Does anyone know enough about Islam to tell me that?
No, I don't.
Okay. But it's virgins. They don't. It doesn't say children. They could
male or female, but it also doesn't say male or female.
Mm.
Or humans. I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
I bet.
Man, I can't believe I said that Muslim comment today. I'm gonna get.
I bet Muhammad will give you what you want, though.
Yeah.
Like I want 72 virgins that are also, north of the legal limit, and female,
trimmed up properly.
Yeah. What were we saying? What were we saying last night?
None of that 70s bush.
Pretty, skinny, big boobs.
See, that's not my thing.
Well, I know that's not your thing, but apparently that's Mary's thing because Mary was saying that that's what people want.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I mean, they want kind of skinny, but like a ridiculously big butt, like that doesn't match with the thin waist.
See, I don't want
That's
that.
weird.
I don't like that. I don't.
I like a little softness in the middle. Yeah.
No. I mean, I want them to be trim. If they have even an ounce of body fat, I tell them, get out of my house, you fat piece of shit.
Right to the fucking curb.
Yeah.
Get your own Uber.
Oh, God. All right. So anyway, no, what I was saying is that, I mean, I'm definitely a boob guy. So when I see a chick that has, I see a chick that has an ass that like, it doesn't fit into a normal size chair. I don't care how thin their waist is. I'm like, woman.
Yeah, you see that shit from the front.
Like, do some squats for God's sakes. Yeah. So anyway.
No, that's what gives them that ass. That's why that's what they're doing now.
Oh, well, then don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like
these girls ain't missing leg day.
I like the chest region.
Yeah.
So
Mary made me a boob guy. I didn't care before.
So I remember back when we were talking about they redid the show. So Cowboy Bebop was like my favorite anime of all time, and then they Netflix did a live action Cowboy Bebop, and it was fucking terrible.
I heard about that. Yeah,
it was fucking terrible.
I don't know any of it, but yeah.
So the chick that they got to play the character Faye Valentine. So the character, surprise, the character Faye Valentine from the anime has a waist that's like this thin and chest this big, right? And the actress they got to play Faye does not look like that. And then she goes on this big SJW rant about how that's not what women look like. And sorry to disappoint you, herp.
Body positivity.
Yeah. But I was like, but there actually are women that look like that. You just don't, you ugly bitch.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's allowed. You're allowed to find people unattractive.
Yeah.
I mean, in my mind, I guess not. I guess in clown world we're living in, you're supposed to find female penises attractive.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're a bigot.
Well, she was just going off about how, she's not anatomically like the character, but that shouldn't matter. And I'm not saying like that wasn't the only issue, right? Like there was a lot of issues with the show other than that one thing. but it is also true that she was anatomically not like that character.
Yeah.
But she was trying.
And
she was trying to make the
people
argument
that exists that look like that.
Yeah, she was trying to make the argument that no women look like that, and I was like, "Do you not go to Pornhub?
Yeah.
Like, there's plenty of women that look like
you have
that.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Even on Facebook Reels. Man,
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
Do you drive by your local high school? Like, dude.
Oh.
I thought I had you there for a minute, but
he's agreeing. It's like spell most, spell roast, spell coast. What do you put in a toaster? Bread.
Yeah. I see Hatchie is, it's the whole thing about Office Space.
Yeah,
Didn't you?
Office Space.
Did you guys watch Office Space on your movie night?
I don't know if it's been on the wheel, but I've seen it several times. It's a solid movie.
Yeah. Have you been as critical of Fox News for the same or worse?
What? I don't think we watched it on a Sunday night, Mary.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because I have a folder with all of the like movie images that I've put up for the movie night. I don't think I have that one.
There's more. Okay.
I'm always afraid that these posts are going to be used as evidence against me.
Oh, they are, but you know. You know the thing is that like there's a lot of tinfoil people out there that are like, you know, they're spying on me, man. You know,
yeah, they don't care about you.
Yeah,
they're taking your biometrics and what ads they want to show you. That's pretty much it.
Well, what I try to tell people is that so everyone, like, people learned because of like Edward Snowden, they learned about metadata, that all of these different companies are saving everything you say and do into a giant file somewhere. But it's all metadata. Like they would need billions of people to be seeing all that data. They don't have billions of people. So what it is that if they ever are onto you for something else, then they will go back and start looking into your file. But like, if you're not already, you know, at Waco, then they're not looking into your file. But if you're at Waco, then they're going to look into your file. Yeah.
I think we're okay.
So, but it's really nothing. Like, why stress about it? Like, you know.
Yeah, I've decided. Yeah.
So, like, because I mean, everybody knows I'm really hardcore anti-LP. They're all a bunch of communist fucks. But the thing is that the LP, I mean, everyone knows the LP is a joke, but the last person that was in the LP that wasn't a joke was Harry Brown, and Harry Brown was far and away the best face and candidate that they had. But Harry Brown,
that's right before my time.
Harry Brown said something all the time that I think is really appropriate for this kind of conversation, which is he would tell people, the state has you. The state has you. So when you're making decisions about how to live, what to do, how to make money, how to raise your family, how to protect yourself, how to do all these things, you should be making the decision based on the reality that the state has you, and you're doing the best you can within that context. That for us to sit here and talk about like pie in the sky ideas, like, I'll just say this because I love rubbing everyone the wrong way. I hate people that constantly spam on Twitter and stuff. Bitcoin fixes this. No, it fucking doesn't. 99% of the time when someone sees some problem on Earth and they reply with Bitcoin fixes this, no, it fucking doesn't. There's a whole lot of evil and wrong in the world, and everyone having Bitcoin does not make all of that evil and wrong magically go away. Like you could be a Bitcoin millionaire right now, and you having access to that kind of funds could make your life a lot easier, but that doesn't make the world more free. That just makes that gives you some flexibility. But that's talking about being a Bitcoin millionaire. We're not even talking about that. Well, I'm just saying, like, take your net worth right now and say that you had your net worth in Bitcoin as opposed to dollars.
Oh, that's terrifying.
That doesn't make your life better.
No.
There might
makes it more difficult.
It makes it more difficult. Yeah, these people are fucking cultists, man. Like,
I have coins, but it's just like I'm hoping to make a quick buck if something explodes.
Yeah. Yeah, like like there's I love the idea of competing currencies, but the idea that having a competing currency is going to magically topple the state overnight and all the evils of the world are going to go away. That's just so naive. It's just
they'll just kill the currency if it becomes too dangerous. They'll kill it.
Yes, I actually told people that last weekend when I was at that function. They were talking about crypto, and I had made the comment that if you woke up tomorrow and the powers that be genuinely thought they were right on the precipice of losing complete control of their world domination because of cryptocurrency, they'd start killing people. It'd be apocalyptic. Like that, because the people in charge are not just going to say, "Oh well, shucks,
we lost.
You got us. You got us with your
got outplayed.
Yeah, darn it. Good game. Better luck next time." That's not how that shit's going to go down.
Into a corner.
Yeah, that is not how that shit's going to go down at all.
They'd rather watch it all burn.
Bitcoin won't change everything, but Boobcoin would. Amen, brother. Yeah.
And titties make the world go round. That's why everything happens.
See, when you guys are watching your Thick Chicks music videos on your Tuesday night streams or whatever when I'm watching, see, I don't like the thick chicks that are shaking the big asses. I like the thick chicks with the big titties.
Ah.
Yeah.
They should come together. I mean, in a normal human anatomy.
Mm-hmm. Well, we should come together, but I usually come first.
Yeah. That damn horse is too slow.
I feel like that was the moment in the show where it was like, all right, are you in or are you out?
Yeah.
Like, if you're in, you keep watching the show. If you're out, like, now's the time. Get the fuck out. Turn off the show.
Save yourself.
Yeah. Nightmare says, poor Anna Kay. Well, I mean, she's a woman. Who cares? She's there for my gratification.
You know, that's a common theme among all the serial killer podcasts.
In my defense,
especially with that.
Okay, in my defense, it's correlation causation thing. So as we know, I'm a sociopath, but not all sociopaths are serial killers. Yeah. So just because I exhibit some of the characteristics of the people on your podcast that you listen to doesn't mean that I'm going to be one of the people on the show.
Now there was a triangle that they came up with, and I don't think it was actually accurate, but they talked about it a lot, is late term bedwetting, like almost into your teens, abusing animals, and starting fires. Those are like the three characteristics that a lot of violent sociopaths, psychopaths have.
Now, see, that's really interesting to me because I exhibit a lot of the characteristics that are identified with sociopaths, but you said violent sociopaths. And I don't. I love animals. I love animals, so I'm definitely not violent to animals. I don't like starting fires. Just sounds like work.
So, I like starting fires.
Well, all right. Well, yeah. I like fire. And I'm pretty sure I wasn't wetting my bed when I was a teenager. So
okay, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, so I'm not a violent. I mean, Anna Kay's still my property, but I'm not going to kill her.
Yeah. There's tons of functional sociopaths. You know how to act.
And see,
how to get along.
See, this is the whole thing about people always have the myth of like the raging evil slave owner that would beat his slaves to death, and it's like slaves were worth a lot of money. You don't.
Yeah, why are you going to damage your property?
Like no one.
Like I don't beat the shit out of my car.
Yeah, like no one. Exactly. No one goes out into the field and say this field needs to have more cotton picked. I'm gonna kill half my labor force. No one. That's stupid. So I'm glad we could clear that up for everybody.
Open conversation is important. For a progressive society. You gotta talk these things out, come to conclusions and compromises.
Oh, please comment.
If you're a pussy.
Yeah, that's right. Not everybody runs a good business. So see, that's the free market. Oh. So the good,
and then they go out of business.
So the good plantations don't beat their slaves, but the bad plantations beat their slaves and they go out of business. That's right. Boy, there's There's some neckbeard like historian, economics person in the audience right now. It's like, none of that's right.
I heard the pyramids weren't built by slaves.
They were built by aliens.
Oh, I heard that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Hatchie says that's a lie. You do beat your car.
I do.
Okay. Well.
I live in the Northeast, and there's salt on the roads, and I've been driving probably 2 winters without getting a fucking car wash, and it's starting to rust out, and it's my fault. I'm not taking care of my shit.
All right.
So I'm gonna go out of business.
Okay. Well, this is getting problematic. So first it was, well, I don't start fires. Oh, okay, yeah, I start fires. And then it was, well, I don't beat my car. Okay, yeah, I beat my car. Yeah. So
I don't hit my wife though.
Oh, that's great news. I know, right in that moment, Nightmare says, "Seriously though, how do you think the pyramids were built?" Let's change topics back to the pyramids.
Yeah, they said that they were laborers. They were paid, maybe not treated the best, but
yeah,
it was a job.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's what I heard on something.
Well,
the internet told me.
That's the famous economic question: is compared to what? Do I think that working to build the pyramids would have been a good job? No. But compared to what?
Hatchie.
Compared to starving to death,
yeah,
I bet it was pretty good. Oh, that comment is allowed. Yeah, he can beat the pussy, but you can't say dumb motherfucker. You can't say that.
No, that's too aggressive.
Yeah. Except for when we say it on the show. So that's why Ryan's not here anymore, because he probably said something that we say, and now he's been banned for 30 days.
Oh, on Twitch. Yeah, Twitch.
I feel so bad about that, by the way. That he was
he just literally quoted the show.
He quoted the show. Boom, gone. Yeah.
And they know what we say in the show. They can put subtitles in real time.
Yeah. Yeah. But I can't.
All right, I gotta bounce. It's almost midnight here.
Oh yeah. But I can't call a sexual predator a sexual predator. What? Why not? Is
because of the platforms.
Oh, Raj is getting auto-modded now. He not only did he say cunt, but he said it in all capital letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in his culture, it's a term of endearment, so he actually likes her.
In what culture? Australian or Indian?
Yes.
Okay, because in Australia it is.
Yeah.
I don't think it is in.
He speaks Australian.
Yeah. So English. I mean, I know, but which I know he speaks that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many languages do you speak, Raja? Like for real?
Oh, that's interesting.
Because I know. I mean, I'm sure you speak English and
then
his Hindi or whatever.
Regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown people talk.
I heard them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the clicking and stuff that they do. You know.
Yeah. That's Swahili.
Yeah, so Raja, if you're still here, how many different languages do you speak for real? Not funny accents, like actual languages that you can communicate in. I only speak English, and I actually was militant about not learning another language, and I specifically changed colleges to go to a school where they would not require a foreign language. That's a true story.
America, we speak American.
Yeah, I actually said that, and then I got a history degree. Yeah. I wanted to know how many languages he spoke before we cut the stream, and his answer was Spicy Elmo. Yeah. I'm not sure that's a.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's an answer.
Oh, that's still a version of English, I think.
Yeah. Mary, we're gonna have so much fun on Minecraft, me and Dave, and you'll play too, just not on the same.
Not on the same server.
Yeah, no. different server.
No girls allowed.
You speak 4 languages and you can understand 7. Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Wow.
7.
I speak 1 and understand 0. It's wild.
You got to slow down, buddy.
Yeah, you got to do the slow version of It's Too Late for me to keep up with it. All right. I think hold on.
Let's get this shit going. Slow jam.
I do speak Southern, but I don't.
Is their Southern accent so thick that I wouldn't understand them?
I'm sure there are, but the thing about Southern accents is that where I'm from, there's a lot of people that speak with a fairly deep Southern accent, and I don't speak like them, but I'm from here.
Yeah.
So it's like, why do they sound differently than me when I'm from here and they're from here? And it makes me wonder, like, am I subconsciously trying to take that accent out of my voice, or are they subconsciously like playing it up?
I think it's a little bit of both, and especially since you're an internet entertainer, you're trying to speak with a non-regional dialect.
Is that like
so
porn star? Is that what you're?
People.
An internet?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay, yeah. I kind of like it when they have British accents on those sites.
I do. It's funny. I do that Duolingo and I do Spanish, and I'll just do a Spanish Southern accent, and it still understands me. Like, yo quiero una cerveza. that wasn't even good. That was terrible. Fuck.
So you got to be careful because you're gonna stick to this Duolingo thing to learn Spanish, and then when you learn it, you'll speak it in a Southern accent, and people will be like, "Why are you speaking Spanish in a Southern accent when you're from Pennsylvania?"
None of this makes
it'll be
sense.
really confusing. Yeah. So I have been told by people who are really in the know, like people who have known me for a long time, people who have been around the world, done some traveling and stuff, that I have very little accent when I'm talking, like when I'm presenting to an audience. But if I get angry, my South comes out.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
this was fun. I think this was a really good after show here.
it was.
I think the show went pretty good.
The episode was fucking great. Like, it was fantastic. Monday's game night. We're doing a game. I have a weird feeling it's probably going to be something like Vermintide, because I don't know if we're emotionally prepared for Minecraft. But that's up to you, Dave. If you tell me Minecraft is ready to go, then I'll be there. If it's not ready to go, then we'll have to get the band back together.
Yeah.
Call Wabi Sabi and Brian and Carl and politely ask Carl to not just do whatever the fuck he wants.
But also, that's kind of it's endearing.
Mary says when she gets angry, the Irish comes out, but not the accent, just the attitude.
No, just in the violence.
Oh, yeah, just the domestic. Yeah. Okay.
And she's like, "What are you gonna do? Hit me? Because I can take a hit."
Wow.
Yeah, it gets pretty crazy right there.
Huh. I look forward to that in June. That sounds wonderful. So Anna Kay and I, because Anna Kay, like she's like 4'11", so like I could never hit Anna Kay, right? Like it's like,
Yeah. It's like fighting the chicken to get in your car.
yeah, like I have to either fight Anna Kay every time I want to get in my car, or a baboon with a sword. Yeah. I would know. Anna Kay's way better than me though, so. She's great. I sure do miss her a lot, though. I wonder if I'll ever see her again.
I hope you do.
I'm sure. Well, I have to, because like you guys are gonna meet her. Y'all are gonna meet her in June, and I know what's gonna happen. Y'all are gonna we're gonna go out. We're gonna go out to eat, and then y'all are gonna get in the car, and we're gonna head back to your Airbnb. And Mary, it's gonna be kind of quiet on the road back. About halfway back, Mary's gonna say, "So what do you think she sees in him?" That's what's gonna happen. All right, guys, thank you so much. Tune into Liberty Late Night Friday night at 9:30 Eastern time over at twitch.tv/Liberty Late Night. But on Facebook, it's Liberty Late. Because
I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah,
it was never meant to be a show.
Yeah, and then Monday Monday is the It's Too Late community live stream, but I'm thinking it's going to be a game night, and when Monday gets here, we'll put the team back together. All right.
Shut up, silly woman.